What is going on, everybody? How we doing? Happy to see y'all in here. Happy Monday, folks. Happy Monday indeed. What's up, everybody? I see we got Crolin in here. We got Super Taco. We got Cassandra. We got Eggs. How ya doing, man? Good to see ya. Camelus. Sophia Potato. Amanda, what's going on? Ella. Luis. Luco. Square Steve. Weeb. We got Ombre, Spooky Wolf, Undead, and blah, blah, blah. Everybody, how's it going? Good to see y'all in here. Searching Nightmares. What's up, Nightmares? How you doing? Hopefully you're some good nightmares over there. Mountain Monday, let's go. Cowlord, it is coming back. Today's gonna be a good one. We're gonna try and do a lot of work on the mountains where we can. Unfortunately, a big part of it is we've got to gather a lot of dirt. So to get ourselves started for today is we need to gather a lot of dirt, because if you watched the last survival episode, I ran out. We've run out of pretty much everything. So that's where we are at now, is we need a lot of dirt, we need a lot of everything, and we're good. But thank you everybody for the follows and everything coming in through here right now. I appreciate it, folks. Welcome on into the stream. How you doing? We passed 40,000 followers, folks. We are at 40,300 followers right now. What time is it, America? Right now it is 1 p.m. for me. Zephyr, how you doing? Good to see ya. Hype, double dirt hype. That's what we're working up towards, man. That's what we're working up towards. Feels like it's been a long since a dirt mining stream. Hopefully it won't take too long. I'm hoping we don't have too much time to do. I would love to. What I want to do is, if anybody remembers those old ancient ruins that we built up in the mountains, I want to try and tweak those today and make them stand out just a little bit more. I think we can bring some basalt and like polished basalt into there to make it work a little bit better than it does right now, but I think we can make something cool happen. Do you even double dirt? Who are you even talking to? But it should be good. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. I live in Seattle. What's up, Excalibur? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Today is your girlfriend's Taylor's birthday. Well, happy birthday to Taylor. That's awesome. That would look really cool. I'm hoping it does. I'm really hoping it does. We got to figure out a way to bring this, like the beams out of it, or we could have those be faded and just look like the little pillars are more visible. But we'll see. Hello from Australia, mate. What's going on, dude? It's 1:12 in Seattle here. It is 1:12 in Seattle right now. Birthday's in February. Nice, nice. Besides the castle, what do you plan on doing with Blackstone? I've been using it as a little bit for trims on roofs and things like that. I'm not really sure too much. I want to use it for terraforming, but I don't know how much of that type of stuff we can really do, you know? We're going to figure it out as we go. Blackstone's kind of hard to work with, especially in the build style that I go for. Typically, I go for things that are a lot lighter and brighter and more whitewashed look. I don't tend to go for things that are very dark. So Blackstone is an interesting one to work with there because it's so, well, it's Blackstone. It's kind of self-explanatory. It's so dark. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do on that one. Love the shirt. Be down for Tough Mudder in 2021. I know, it was fun. I did the, what year was this? This, I don't know if it says. 2018. We did the 2018 one up here in the greater Seattle area. It was super fun. I want to do another one. I definitely want to do another one. I haven't done a Spartan race yet. Spartan race seems a little too intense for me. I don't know about the whole electric wires and running through those. That I'm still not quite used to yet, but everything else is kind of pretty cool. Maybe another castle in the world would be focused around a volcano and dragon, the main component being Blackstone. I'm thinking about using Blackstone to build part of a volcano, like the top spire of the volcano. We'll see. That'll be pretty fun. But yeah, you think you have a crush? Ooh, Martin. Ooh, cool. Are you gonna do more MPs with the group in X Life? Probably. We'll see. I don't know. X Life isn't over yet, so we're still getting through all that one. But that's kind of the plan for today, folks. Is we're gonna do some dirt mining. Let's jump here into the world and get some dirt mining going. We can kind of wander up here and go with all this stuff. Pumped for Shadowlands. I am. I think Shadowlands is gonna be a really, really, really cool expansion. I'm very excited for it. I'm worried about it though. I don't understand much about the new WoW update at all. So like normally I feel like I go into the WoW expansions, I'm like, I'm ready. I know what I'm gonna do. And this one I'm just like, nah, I don't know. So we'll see. But we'll see. We will see. Have to get your chair. There you go. Nice, nice. Cool. Pull up a chair, sit down and hang on out here. We're gonna be doing some dirt mining and everything like that. You could have WoW inspired builds in this. I have taken a little bit of inspiration from the game before for some things, but not too much as of late. I've got some cool ideas. You should stream WoW. I'll probably stream it a little bit once the new one comes out, when Shadowlands releases. I think that week we might mess around with a stream or two on that. We'll see if the audience is there. I'm gonna play it. I'll play it with my friends if y'all don't want to watch. And I can just chill and hang with them more easily, and they're all definitely not PG, so couldn't really hang and stream with them and everything like that. When are you going to post on YouTube? Tomorrow. Heard Quig joined X Life. Yes, Quig did join X Life along with a few other people that they haven't released their videos yet, so I don't want to spoil who that is, but there are a few new people joining X Life, and it's going to be super fun. I'm very excited to hang with all the new folks joining. It's a good group. It's a good group. Chilling here in the next class for 45 minutes. Hey, well, nice. Hopefully class has been going well for you. But yeah, so up here, we've got one. No, that's empty. There's another one to take to the list with us. We have this many shulker boxes of dirt that need to be filled. This is kind of what I've been running for my dirt collection. So like you can see, we got one over there. We've got this one actually is supposed to be going with us here too. For some reason, I just had water buckets inside of that shulker. So we've got 11 shulkers that need to be filled full of dirt, and that's not too much. 11 shulker boxes of dirt. Wait, did Ollie join? Ollie has been a part of it. He just hasn't been in a video creating mood from what I've heard. Anyways, down to the lands of dirt gathering. It's all right over here, folks. This. I think we need to start taking out this strip over here. We can get along this whole area because the mountains that we've been working on keep kind of extending back here. And we're about to lose these segments. So I think we got to start working on getting all of that gathered up. And then I think we're just going to leave the lake. So we're going to work in between the lake. We'll come over here and we'll start gathering up this section, that mountain. And then we've got all these things to gather up here too. That's kind of the general idea. So I'm thinking it'd be good if we just kind of come and set up base camp down here. I need to get actually, let me go get another shulker box real fast. We can go, I think I have a few empty ones over in, I've got a few empty shulker ones over here in the city, and empty shulker boxes. Talking's been hard today. I don't know why, it's been really hard today. I keep stumbling over my words. But anyways, I gotta come over here and grab some of these. And so we can get one that we can fill with all the tree stuff. All of the oak wood, the birch wood, and everything that we're going to gather outside of here. So into my mess of shulker boxes, let's put another one down. Woo! Actually, I'm going to trade out these two. Boop, boop, and boop, boop. And we'll add another one. We'll add another one. Let's go for 12 today. 12 today. Won't take too long. It's fine. We got netherite shovels. We're ready. We're good to go. We're chilling. We're hanging. Word's not working right, exactly. Do you have any projects planned for under the mountain? I'm working on like a dwarven area eventually under there, but we'll see when that happens. The big part is we will see when we get there. Woo! Takes a lot of dirt to build a mountain. You're telling me, man. You are telling me. Boop. Okay, so first and foremost, we're gonna get rid of all these trees. And then we'll come back and we can do all the dirt gathering. And I want to see if we can just do it all in one. I'm going to get the time-lapse started. And let's get breaking. Woo! It should be pretty quick, though. I don't think it'll take too long to get through all of this. And I need more oak wood. I always need more oak wood in this world. So that's kind of the plan for now. We're going. Inventory is so clean for now. You just caught me right after I organized my inventory. That's the only reason. Haha. No, I am very particular about how I organize things in Minecraft. I have to have things in their certain spots. I always need like 4 or 5 spots open in my inventory just in case I need to pick up something extra. It's hard, man. It's hard. How long is this mountain taken to build? Yes. I don't even know. I haven't calculated the hours. I would say we're anywhere between like 80 to 100 hours into the mountain so far, between resource gathering and block placing and shaping and planning and redoing and tree building. We're probably with tree building and everything on top of it, we're probably in the getting close to the 200s. Like the 200 hour mark is probably close to where we are if you include like the village, the caves that we built, the mines, and all that stuff. It's probably up there. 200 hours is a lot of hours. And go check how long ago you started these if you want. I mean, if you want to go find it, you're more than welcome to. It's been a long time. Cheesy Nugget, thanks for the 25 bits, dude. I appreciate that. fWhip stream, best stream. You know it, man. You know it. We try. We try. So, did you all, for everybody who caught the impromptu stream yesterday, did you all enjoy that? The random 1 hour Among Us stream? I know I couldn't chat with y'all too much because I had it turned into emote only mode so that nobody could spoil things. But I thought that was hilarious. I had so much fun doing that. I'm definitely gonna be doing one again later. You have Silk Touch in your axe? I do. Silk Touch is the only way to have axe. Fortune is not worth for axe. Axe needs Silk Touch. Silk Touch or don't bother. Yeah, I mean. Hi, what are you doing? Chopping some trees. We're gonna be gathering up a bunch of resources for the first bit today, and then hopefully getting up to working on the mountains for a while. I'm kind of prepping up for is what I would love to do is on, because Friday we're doing the big stream, right? So Friday, mark your calendars, folks. We're starting early. We're going for as long as the subathon lasts. And it should be really fun. But that day, I'm kind of thinking we're going to do a big... I'm leaning towards doing a big building with fWhip day again. And just doing like however many hours it takes to make a bunch of progress in this world. Pick a few projects. Mountains probably being one of them. And just working through them. I want to put at least 2 to 3 hours into the Nether hub. And then I was thinking outside of that, we could work on the mountains a bit. Maybe even build up some structures inside of the city. We could work on some builds in there. Try and come up with some cool designs together. And just kind of go with that. I thought it'd be really cool. Just kind of do an all-encompassing. We're going to tackle a bunch of different things. We're going to need to gather sand soon, unfortunately. I'm running dangerously low on the little sand stuff. Now that we've been crafting so much TNT. Each shulker box of TNT has taken 5 shulker boxes of sand. And at this point, we've used more than 2 shulker boxes of TNT. What key structure do you plan to add in the port city? Or do you plan to add another castle? I want to add a palace. Also, Square Steve, thanks for the 100 biddies. I want to add a palace area. I think a palace would be really sweet to have. Somewhere where we can just have a bunch of just like a very... I think like the Red Keep from Game of Thrones is what I'm in my mind. I'm kind of envisioning something along those lines. And then outside of that, I want to do like a prison area somewhere. I think it'd be kind of cool. Then we're gonna have some more like defensible stuff on the far ocean side, and just a lot of. I want to make some more market squares and just more like interesting ways of having houses and stuff together. I'm thinking about doing some smaller like chapel things. I don't think I'm gonna do like a major giant cathedral anywhere, but I'm thinking like some smaller chapels and things could be really cool. But it should be fun. What's the subathon? Basically on Friday, we're going to do for... I'm going to start with like a 3-hour stream. And every single time somebody subscribes to the channel or resubscribes, it's going to add like 2 or 3 minutes. And every single time somebody cheers like 100 bits, it's going to add another minute to the stream. And basically, we're just going to keep going until that timer eventually runs out. So it could either be a 2-hour stream and be very sad, or it could turn into an 8-hour stream and be very excited and lots of fun work happening. So we'll see. Diamond, thanks for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Are you done with Legacy? I'm kind of in between right now. The last few streams that I did on Legacy, I'll be honest, I felt very forced doing them, and I felt like I wasn't really having a great time doing it. So I don't know. The answer where I'm at right now is I don't know. We'll see where that all goes. Fire Ice Wizard, thanks so much for the 4-month resub, dude. What are we doing today? We are working on the mountains a bit. Right now, we're just clearing out a bunch of trees so we can harvest up all the dirt below it. So we got to do some resource gathering. Then we're gonna jump up in the mountains and do some block placing. Where is he? 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 Haha! He didn't even notice me. Sucker. Dropping down on top of the creepers. That's how you get them, everybody. Just jump on them from above. They'll freak out. They'll run away. It'll be good. How do you pronounce your name? fWhip. Or fWhip. fWhip is totally fair. Perfect timing. As soon as class ends, fWhip begins. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sorry you got so much flack for the Legacy server. You guys were great. I mean, it happens. It's how the Minecraft community do. Well, it's fine though. It's okay. It's all good. Where can we get some more stuff? Where's some more trees to chop? It's hard whenever you start a new thing, especially like whatever you're doing. There's always going to be like backlash, no matter what it is. Everything new at first, like people don't enjoy it, and so it's hard getting through those first phases. But I'm really happy with like the community that I built out of Legacy. Like I've made a lot more friends that I like kind of knew of the people beforehand, but I like didn't really know them much, if that makes sense. And so I'm really happy that through Legacy I got to like meet a bunch of different creators and kind of get to know them better. So I'm very thankful for that. Always will be. 2018 doesn't seem like that long ago. Is 2018 when we started the mountains? What month in 2018? I'm assuming fairly early. I've taken a long break from working on the mountains, I feel like. Like, since the Nordic village, I feel like I really haven't done much up here. But that could also just be my brain. Building mountains or gathering the resources? 100% building. 100% building. Gathering resources is just sitting there and watching your tools go. Whereas building, you gotta like think and pause and place. And like if you think about every block that you gather, takes like, let's say just for simplicity's sake, you can gather 1 block per second. Probably averages placing blocks wise to like one block every 1.4 seconds, 1.3 seconds, something like that. Something along there. Diamond, what resource pack changes the enchant look? It's my own texture pack. Everything that you're seeing here is my own texture pack. I've made it all myself. Exclamation point texture pack will get you a link. Right now, the enchantment glint, this new one that you're seeing here, is not updated on the public download. It's available for Twitch subs, patron members, and YouTube members right now. I'll get the public one out here soon. I'm just finishing up a few things that I've been distracted and haven't had the chance to yet. Earlier this year, my best friend passed away. You always make me laugh. Oh, Madison, I'm sorry to hear about that, about your best friend. I'm glad I was able to be here to help you have a little bit of a break from that. It's a bummer to hear. If you have silk touch and break a piece of grass, do you get the grass? No, you need shears. Shears are required. Could never make my own textures look good. It just takes practice. It takes practice. A lot of renditions. A lot of what I'm using is just vanilla textures, or like I've tweaked a few to be my own, but it's still kind of the vanilla shapes on top of them. So it's just slowly you figure it out for yourself. That's what I would have to say. We really don't need torches, so I'm gonna put those inside of here. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and get our gearbox out. I want to start with our fortune shovels and work through those so we get pure dirt. And then, ooh, we might have to, we'll see. We will see. Do we dive back into the diamond shovel? That is the question. Actually, sorry. Again, this, go here. How many times have I died in this world? About like 30, 35, something like that. Oh, we forgot a bunch of trees. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, that's fine. That is a-okay. What do you think is the reason of your next death? I would be willing to bet it's probably falling off something or hoglins. I would say hoglins are more likely. The thing that I would say right now of the situations that I'm putting myself in, highest chance of death is hoglin. Easily hoglins. That one would not surprise me in the slightest. I have barely survived a few times of that. What do you use to record your videos? Yeah, I just use OBS. It's all you need for Minecraft gameplays. You need something that can capture screen. That's all you need. And as long as if it can also capture audio well, then you're good to go. And OBS for me is fine for audio quality. I'm not a huge stickler for audio quality. As long as I don't sound like I'm in a wind tunnel, I really don't care. As long as I sound kind of clear and not like I'm in a wind tunnel or talking through paper. It's fine. When X Life is over, can you and Joel do a survival series? I'm sure there'll be another series coming after X Life. I don't know what it would be, but I'm sure there'll be something. Let's get these last trees over here too. Why not? Why not? Hey, Chill, how you doing? Blowing up by a gas ignited TNT in the hub. Yeah, I would say hoglin or ghast is very likely. Potentially skeleton or piglin if I forget to put on my safety helmet. Piglin is also possible. Any tips for mountain building? I have a few videos on the topic. If you haven't checked those out, would definitely recommend doing that. But getting a good outline down first is by far the most important thing. A good outline is your way to go. Like, create like a spider web network almost of like the general lines, and then you just fill in the gaps in between. Hello, weird tree that was chopped off. I guess that means I deleted this chunk and I didn't delete the chunk right here. That's fine. Oh no! What are we looking at? Anything up here? I think there might be a log in there. No, it's right there. Haha! We're definitely gonna miss some logs in these trees, though. I'm so bad about getting all of them. Was not able to finish the Among Us stream yesterday. How do you feel about the game? At this point in time with Among Us, I've played about for 20 hours, so I enjoy it. I've been playing, even outside of that stream that I did yesterday, I've been playing Among Us a lot. I've been, like I was playing, before I started this stream earlier today, Lizzie's sister was streaming. They might still be going. But she was streaming, playing Among Us, and they were like, anybody else want to join? And I was like, sure, I got like a half-hour break before I start my stream. Like, I'll join for a little bit, and then I'll go play some Minecraft. It'll be great. Five good starting projects when beginning a new world. Go. Food source, so like a farm. You obviously need a farm. Outside of farm, I would say you need a house. You need a mine entrance. You need an enchanting room, tower, table, something or another. And then, what's that, 4? Or is that 3? And then make a nice little pond to sit by and fish. There you go. There's your starter stuff. Now there's no AFK fishing farms in the game. At least I don't think there are. Take the time and fish outside and just enjoy. Is there no easy way to get name tags anymore? Like, I guess you can village or trade for name tags, right? Is Admiral's Marrow House gonna be a 1 episode build and are you gonna do the interior? Yes, no. Actually, no to both. I'm probably gonna split it over 2 episodes or maybe 3 episodes. Probably 2. We'll see. I want to next episode do a good amount on it, and then I think I might not do like the hard. I don't know. I'm not planning to do all of it. Speaking of which, Maddie, thanks so very much for the raid. How did y'all enjoy killing each other in the end of Among Us there? Welcome on in, folks. Good to see y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How was all of the murdering in space action going on? Good to see y'all in here. We are, for everybody who's coming in now, we're playing some Minecraft. We're in my vanilla world today. We're doing some resource gathering, getting ready to work on the mountains. I've been building some custom mountains as you do for quite a while now. So kind of just continuing working on the project there. It was fun. Awesome. Very cool. Time-lapse idea, lighting out the underground mountains. I don't really want to light them up. I really should, because I'm planning on building a few farms in the area that probably would do better if mobs couldn't spawn down below them, but yeah, it's fine. Is Coda really not allowed in the room anymore? No, he's allowed in the room. It's just hot. It's just hot and he's miserable. I will say we spent about 45, probably close to an hour yesterday brushing him, and then Sid took him to go get a bath, so now he is all clean. He's all poofy. He's a husky, right? So he's got a big coat on him too, and we brushed him so his coat was nice and bushy from that, and then he got a bath, and now he's just like, oh, he's so cute right now. He looks absolutely adorable. Mohammed, I've been thinking about doing something like that. I've been thinking about it. We will see, though. Are you planning on building more snow biome type stuff? Expanding. I want to expand the snow throughout the rest of the mountains up here, so we'll have like our own snowy biome that we're basically creating inside of the mountains. But I don't like building in actual snow biomes in Minecraft. I really don't like how snow layers work in the game. Just to be honest about it, I don't enjoy working with snow layers unless like I'm the one placing them down. But it's fine. Would you ever get another dog? We've honestly talked about it. As soon as we have a backyard, so as soon as we buy a house and move somewhere and can afford that, we'll probably get a second dog. Not like right away, but like eventually. Where's the other? What the heck? What the heck? Oh, there it is. Is that the last one? Is that the last one? It might be the last one. Maybe. Looks like it. Yeah, we're gonna go with yes. Yeah, looks good. Cool. Is that all of them? We just got a few around the base of the tree up here, or the base of the mountain. It inspired me about a month ago, and I spent 136 hours in my vanilla survival world. Hey, awesome. Very cool. Glad you've been enjoying it. Okay. There should be. Let's get that chest out and fill it up with more wood. Is that what we've been doing? Yes. Okay, there's that. That one's all good. And now we get to do the dirt gathering. Whee! Make sure all the stuff is down. Yep, we got all the trees on top of here. The plan is today is to do this whole strip. I think that should be able to get us enough shulker boxes full of the stuff. But it's fine. We'll see. Yeah, the mountains are starting to get dark. Like, this is spawnable area here now. So we got to be really careful. We got to start gathering more dirt and extending these out faster before we're building the mountains over the top of them. Oh, no. I knew this would happen eventually. Okay, cool. This is now we gather dirt. Welcome to the dirt gathering stream, everybody. This is what we do now. How's everybody doing today? Good to see y'all in here. Favorite Minecraft mob? Or animal slash mob? I think for me, I don't know. What is my favorite Minecraft mob? Do you stream X Life? I do. We were streaming X Life on Friday. I kind of alternate between the worlds. Usually whichever I'm having more fun in is what I'm streaming more often, or streaming in general. And recently I have been loving building inside of this world. So I've just been wanting to get more and more hours into here just to work more on it. So that's kind of what's been leading to a lot of building with fWhip streams recently. So we're kind of doing all of the above, you know. Some days or some weeks I'm just more interested in doing one type of content over the other. So, and this week it has been, or these past few weeks has been this world. Rip squid, poor squiddy. I think it's mostly because I'm like finishing up the village on X Life. Like I'm in the final phases. Like I'm planning on one more episode and the village itself will be done. And then there's a few things around the outside of it. Like I need to actually build a farm. I need to finish my farmland, but outside of that, it's pretty much done. So then I'm gonna have to find a new project, and that's always for me. I like to take a good while. I don't like to force an idea for a new project out. So we'll see. It'll happen eventually, or we'll get there. Just saying. Ow, just bit my lip. But it might be another week or two where I'm just kind of focusing on this thing. There's still gonna be videos and everything like normal for X Life, but I don't know. We'll see. Do you play mod packs? I mean, I've been playing on X Life, which is all modded, so that's been sweet. I haven't played like cookie cutter mod packs. Like X Life is the first time I've ever played modded Minecraft for like a consistent series. I tried Project Ozone back in the day, like once or twice, and was not having it. I wanted to get into it. I really, really wanted to get into Project Ozone. I thought it looked so cool. And then I just didn't enjoy it at all. Forgot how satisfying the destruction of dirt is. Yeah, as long as we weren't going over this dang hill. Holy cow. Going over hills when gathering dirt like this is so annoying. The worst. But it's fine. We'll get all of this stuff gathered up here soon, as we have squid ink in our backpack. It's all good. Could you imagine if there was a way to like produce dirt inside of survival? Like you could just make dirt out of something, or like you could if there's a villager trade for dirt, would you use it? If it gave like 1 emerald was like 10 dirt, would you use it? I think I would use it, as long as you're able to get a decent number of trades out of it before it locked. What's your least favorite biome? It'd have to be one of the snowy ones. I'd probably ice. Probably just like the plain snowy plain, like snow plains is probably my least favorite. I just don't enjoy them. Where's your respawn spot if you die? Right now, where we would go back over to my big desert city, which is over that hill down there, because I slept in a bed and broke it. So wherever that takes me. Barter piglins for gravel, then make coarse dirt, then hoe it to regular dirt, and turn into gravel into dirt. That's true. That's true. But that also sounds like a massive waste of time. I feel like in that case, it's faster to do this. I'm looking for something speed, you know? We got to get some speedy dirt gathering in here. Oh, oops. Oopsies. Do you post base swap with Joel? Discover you and subscribe and only watch this. I haven't posted it yet. It'll be live tomorrow. It'll be up tomorrow. I finished editing it this morning, and I usually don't post videos on Mondays, so it'll be up tomorrow. It's a good one though. It was fun. It was a good project. It was pretty sweet. Can you dedicate some time to the interior of the Admiral's Manor House? It would really complete the build. I'll think about it. I'll see if I can do some interior stuff for it. So what I've been playing with the idea of, because I've been feeling kind of like stuck in my Minecraft building, I've been thinking about the idea of like planning builds in creative and then building them inside this world for a little while, just to start experimenting again. Just get some new ideas in there, not worry about what blocks I have in my inventory or what I have in my storage room. Or, oh my gosh, no. Haha, sucker. So I've been playing with the idea of doing some creative building in like a second world and then doing it in here. Mason Place, there's a lot of people who send messages in here. You gotta understand there's 500 people watching the stream right now. If I missed your message, I am sorry. I try and catch as many as I can. Feel free to post it again if you'd like to. Or if I don't respond to it the first 2 or 3 times you ask it, don't ask again. Because I'm not going to answer, most likely. Where do you gather other terrain blocks like sand and gravel? Sand, I have a giant desert up to the north that I've just been decimating and taking everything out of there. And then outside of that, I really gravel I'm now getting through piglin trading, which is awesome. I need to go AFK at that farm a little bit more to be able to get some more stuff out of that. I really need to make a better storage system for it, to be honest, but I think the piglins produce resources too fast for many hopper lines to go through it. From what I understand with them, there's just too many items to do like a traditional sorting system, so we'll see. They would just back up super fast. Oop. How's the inventory looking? We're almost full. First shulker box almost done. Actually, hasn't even taken that long. So it looks like roughly 4 shulker boxes for a single netherite shovel is what I'm guessing we can do. So that's sweet. Actually, more. There's an extra stack right there. Perfect. Because that's, yeah, it's about 500 durability off of it. So that's sweet. I'll take it. You totally do the pirate caves in the new Bay Area. I don't think I'm gonna do pirate caves. I think I'm gonna keep it very much like the Admiral thing. I like the idea of doing like a pirate smuggler's cove type thing, but I feel like right underneath the Admiral, which is like supposed to be like the head of the Navy, not really a good way to go with it. Lady Katza, thanks so much for the 50 biddies. I appreciate that. How many shipment boxes do you need? Shulker boxes? Always more. Always more is the answer for that one. I am constantly needing dirt inside of this world. I like to take Minecraft vanilla terrain and build my own terrain over the top of it. Usually is how it's been turned. I used to say I'd like to transform vanilla terrain and turn it into my own stuff. Now it's just turned into I'm just removing vanilla terrain or just building over the top of it. But it's fine. Mason, I knew Scott beforehand. He and I played together on Legacy, but I did not know Joel or Lizzie, no. The only people I knew in X-Life going into it was Catherine, Scott, and Jimmy. I'd like heard of other people, like I'd seen their videos every once in a while, but I'd never played or chatted with them before. Seems like the smuggling might not work with the enclosed sea. Yeah, it'd be stopped at Castle Blakerock. Yeah, that's something about doing on the outer coast area. I don't know. We'll see. Castle Blakerock would be stopping a lot of it anyways, so it might not totally make sense. Unless it's like a small boat area. So it could slip by in the night, you know? Or however pirates do it. I don't know. I'm not a pirate. I don't know how pirates do. How you keep motivated playing this world? Just finding new projects. I like to mix up what I'm doing a lot. I really like to just kind of keep experimenting with new things. And I just really enjoy building things in Minecraft. And I also really enjoy being able to look at things that I've built before in Minecraft. Like, I don't play this game to get, like, netherite armor. Like, netherite armor is just something that, like, I get netherite armor so that I can more easily build things. Like, there's the difference for me than a lot of people is, like, getting the good armor, getting the good gear just means I can more efficiently build things and make more cool stuff, which is why I like to play the game, so. And survival just keeps it interesting. I'm not a pirate as exactly an undercover pirate would say. Well, Felix, you're gonna get banned for saying. No, I'm kidding. What enchantments are on your tools? Everything. The shovels have efficiency 5 on breaking 3. And either everything has efficiency 5 on breaking 3 and mending. And then usually like looting for the sword. I don't like putting fire aspect on my swords or my bow. I don't like doing the fiery stuff. But everything else is pretty much, if you can put it on a weapon, it's on there. Or if you can put it on the gear, it's on the gear. Sweet, there's all that. Dirt. We left dirt behind. How could we do that? How do you compare a medieval city to a village? Like how many houses? I would say a village for me usually is anywhere from like 7 houses to like 15 houses. Smaller than that would be like, what's it called? Like a hamlet, I think. Just like a settlement of sorts. A city, or I would say a town, you'd probably want to have like 30 buildings to 50 buildings. Doesn't all have to be houses, can be like shops and things, and then a city would probably be anything above that point. And if you have like over 100 or 200 or whatever, like you're looking at like capital city around. But also it goes off the size of the buildings for me. The size of the buildings, like villages and things, like they wouldn't really have like you might sometimes have like a secondary floor to your house or whatever like that, so it's a little bit taller, but like for the most part, if they can, they're just going to build going outwards because it's a better use of your materials for the most part. Like if you think like realistically when building something, less support beams are needed, so it's easier to set it up. So for me, it's kind of, it depends on the style of how you're doing the buildings, I guess would be a big thing I'd say. But it's all whatever you want it to be. If you want to build a city with one house, it can be a city with one house. A lot of people can just live in the house. Because there's no way to make like what like IRL would be considered a city. Like that's impossible to do in Minecraft. Like there's no way somebody's going to build a city with like 40 or 50,000 homes worth of population, whatever it would be. Is there no YouTube video today? No, I don't post on Mondays. I'm posting Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays right now. So there'll be a video out tomorrow. I think I'm going to keep that way for a little while too. So expect videos, 3 videos a week for the next little bit. I think it's just, for me, it's just healthier. 3 videos a week with how many hours I put into the videos and how much time I'm spending streaming recently. Because I've been loving streaming and I'm really enjoying like growing the Twitch side and the live streaming side of everything. It's been really nice, and I've been really enjoying having a little bit more free time to myself. Someone's building Earth in Minecraft? Yeah, that's true. But they also have like hundreds of people helping them, right? Something like that. A few days back, I watched the first episode of Building With It, and noted it was uploaded on your 18th birthday. Oh, very cool. Funny coincidence. Oh, inventory's full. Time to drop off the dirt. Sugar box number 2 is now... That's number 1. Number 2 is now done. Woo, yay, woo. I'm gonna leave the bed over here too. Just gonna do that. So then if we die, we can just respawn right here. Can you make a project with a mod Techtopia? I don't really enjoy mods like that. I don't really enjoy mods that are so based around like automating things. Like that's why I don't really redstone in Minecraft too often. I just don't think it's that interesting. I don't know. Maybe one day. If it's in another mod that if it's in a mod pack that I'm playing with like other people, like I'll use the mod for sure. If I can make a village of a bunch of people running around, I'll do it. As long as they don't sound like villagers. But it's all good. Where your cobble mine stats at? I've used a pickaxe. I've used diamond pickaxes more than 1,000,000 times. So they're pretty high. We were closing in on 1,000,000 with the shovel, the diamond shovel as well, but now we've got netherite shovels, so it's not happening. Like mine colonies? Yeah, it's kind of similar to mine colonies. It's like a more polished version of it almost. Or not more polished, more free. You take more decision into the fact instead of they having like prefab structures and everything. Like it's more about there's some more decision making behind it. How many times have I died? Like 34, I want to say 34, 35 times. I think that's how many deaths we got here. Any tips for making good replay mod edits and doing them fast? Practice. That's all I gotta say, man. Experiment and practice. Replay mod's not gonna be fast. If you want to get it done, there's that old saying about like hiring people to do something. If you don't, it's basically like pick three. Do you want it to be fast? Do you want it to be good? Or do you want it to be cheap? And I would say that's the exact same thing with how replay mod goes. Do you want it to, but instead of being cheap, like, do you want it to look good? So it's basically like, do you want it to be good? Do you want it to be fast? Or, I don't know what the third one would be. I don't know. Kind of picking one. It's picking a balance of how long it's going to take you. Just keep playing around with it. You'll find it. How do I record time lapses? Replay mod. Thought you passed 34-ish. I don't know. Did I? Number of deaths. Where are we at? Number of deaths, number of deaths, number of deaths. 34, exactly. I was right. I was right. Well, we're in here, though. Here's some stats. Yeah, netherite shovel we're at 37,000 today, so there's a lot of mind. This netherrack one is gonna be way higher here soon. But it's fine. It's all good. Punch an iron hardcore for no reason. Ouch, it's a rough way to go out. Gotta stand on the pillar and hit it from the top of the pillar. That's how you do it. Yeah, 116, the stats being so much easier to read. Oh, it's so nice. So nice. I was always so annoyed by having to go search and scroll and see which position the stat ended up in. You prefer AMD or Intel? I have Intel right now, but I can tell you for sure that the next computer I build is probably going to be an AMD computer. Have you ever thought of playing Bedrock Edition? It's all Minecraft. I don't see it being that different. Like there's a few technicality changes behind Bedrock, but overall it's Minecraft, so I don't see the need to play it, I guess would be for me. I would still be getting the same Minecraft experience. Java is just where I have all my stuff. Like Bedrock's cool and all, but like Java Edition is where I have everything that I've done so far, so I don't feel a need to go play Bedrock. Not when I would risk losing some of the stuff I have here. You have Windows 10? Yes. Yes. Once fWhip uploaded a video on my birthday, and as crazy as that video is, the reason I came back to Minecraft a year later. Oh, that's cool, Square's Teeth. That's very cool. You should turn on shaders. I don't turn on shaders while I'm streaming, just because it gets laggy. And I like classic Minecraft. I go through these phases where I'm like, shaders are the best thing ever. Then Minecraft without shaders is the best thing ever. And I'm definitely in one of those phases right now. I'm like, Minecraft without shaders is really nice. Like, you don't need shaders to make Minecraft look cool. Like, I'm really kind of digging this right now. Part of me has even been like, maybe I'll do some time lapses without shaders for a little while and see how those things go. Potentially record an entire video without shaders. What? Do you think a regular player can build a mountain range like you did? Want to make an Alpine village? I mean, anybody can build a mountain range. It's just how much time do you want to put into it? So all turns into time commitment. Part of time commitment can be practice figuring out how to do something. That's part of the overall build process. So just depends on you. If you want to do it, you can do it. Just gotta put in the time. All right, there we. Oh, where you are. Full on dirt again, folks. There's 3 down. 3 down. How do you record time lapses? I use this mod called replay mod. At least on here. If I'm doing it in Xlife, I have a camera account that I put in the sky. So I own 2 Minecraft accounts. So I put one on like a side monitor, then I have the one I'm actually building in, and then the side monitor one sitting in spectator mode, flying up above me. So it's there, staring at everything, watching everything I do. What's the next build in Next Life? It's the base swap with Joel. So we're building stuff at Joel's base. Turned out pretty sweet though. I really like it. It turned out really cool. Video will be out tomorrow for that one, which is why I'm not playing on X Life today. Watching any good shows lately? Nah, I've been watching Avatar. I'm almost done with Legend of Korra. That's been really cool. That's been good. Everybody was always like, oh, Legend of Korra is like a worse version of Avatar: The Last Airbender. After watching, I'm like, no, they're so different. Like, it's not fair to compare them. But I've been loving it. It's so good. I've been really, really enjoying it. So if you haven't watched that yet, definitely watch that. Yeah, Joel's Crystal Cave he did on mine was awesome. Now I finally have a place for my nether portal. I can take the one out of my basement. Basically, inside my basement, there's nothing I use down there besides my cactus farm, which is nice. We've pretty much fully moved out of the basement in X Life, which is great. And now I really need to get a storage room sorted. That's a big thing that I gotta get figured out. Waluigi, tell your friends. How long you been live for? Just under an hour. 59 minutes and 29 seconds. Dirt. Gotta make sure we don't lose any of our dirt. It's very valuable. We can't risk losing all this stuff. What's I'm getting like low frames right now. Probably because of that. Maybe that would be why. In the end, that could be why I would need to fix this area and light it all up just so that it doesn't lag as much. That's probably a big point of it. Love how chill the streams are. I'm hanging, you're hanging, we're hanging. Wumbo, we wumbo, you wumbo, everybody wumbos. Same way we all just chill, we break dirt, all that cool stuff, man. Favorite build palette? I've been loving the warm palettes recently, so like a lot of brick and granite incorporated into stuff, like white terracottas. Ooh, it's so good. I think we're gonna use a lot of white terracotta for the Admiral's mansion. How do you plan a new project? Usually just a small little bit of inspiration. I'm like, ooh, wait, we could do this. And then I just kind of take it from there. There's no specific thing that I do each time. It's kind of different. I will say one thing that I do after I have the general idea, like for the Admiral's place, is I went into Photoshop and just did some rough estimations of how, like, a general shape of it. And actually, here, I can show you. Sorry, my desk is really long. Hopefully this works. There we go. That was my rough sketch of what I wanted to do for it. Here we go. Now, there we go. So that's kind of like the general idea behind it. So off of that, we got the plan that we have in the single player world now. And from there, it's going to go into what it's at. I've been thinking about doing a video on that, like a second. What do y'all think about doing like a second channel video? I've been trying to find more stuff to throw up on my second channel besides just stream replays. And I've been leaning towards like doing like here's like the way that I planned the recent project, like an after the fact, like saving all the material I did for that and like showing it all off and doing like a quick little like 2-3 minute video, 4-minute video on it. I don't know. I've thought something like that could be kind of fun. So I've been doing a lot more sketching, of like just general outlines or even like the shape of it and stuff. Yeah, why not? Exactly. Just time in the day. We'll see. Maybe I'll do one for this build and see where it goes from there. Wonky dude, what's up? Welcome on in, man. We are, as usual, streams do not change. We're still gathering dirt. Time-lapse compilation from the world until now. I don't always run replay mod when I'm doing stuff. Unless it's for a time-lapse, I don't run replay mod because it takes a lot of like storage space and resource usage. But I've been thinking about doing that. Like for the Nether hub that we're doing, I'm running replay mod for literally every part of it. So that's kind of one thing that I want to try and get better about doing. Like just doing more of that, getting it all ready. So we'll see. We will see. Ugh. Oh, bonus dirt. Woo! Underground dirt. The best type of dirt. Bonus dirt. Woo! Shovel durability. I'm watching it. Thank you, though. What are we at? 182. Let's go. Just get this little section here. We can go into the night a little bit. It'll be okay in the night, just a wee bit. Fill this inventory up, and that'll be time that we can change over to the new shovel, anyways. There we go. That's full inventory. But we can do one more stack because I have an offhand slot. There we go. Sleep before the zombie. Sleep before the zombie. Ow. Ow. Okay, we are not on fire anymore. So, one netherite shovel can get 4 shulker boxes and 6 stacks. This was fully repaired before we started. So that's pretty useful. In case you really want to calculate how many shovels you need to go through in order to fill everything. So the next one should get us with this thing being part of the wave. This one being part of the wave. Nope, that one. Because we're going to do 4 and then they'll be there. Fitting that you got a WoW ad. Shadowlands is coming. It's gonna be worth it. I will say though, I've recently gotten really into World of Warcraft Classic again, and it's been so fun. I'm almost level 60. I'm almost finally max level in World of Warcraft Classic for the first time. I briefly was max level back when it was like actually a thing. I was a wee lad back then, so I didn't play too much. Do you play on Hypixel? I have never logged into Hypixel. I don't play Minecraft to play minigames. If I want to play a minigame or something like that, it's either going to be something that somebody built inside of a survival thing and just playing it for fun once on like a server that I play on, or it's going to be like MC Championships, I guess. Now is I actually can't say I don't play minigames anymore. But I guess that's more for the event than anything. But no, I've actually just never logged into Hypixel. Not my cup of tea. If I want to do that type of stuff, I'm just going to go play a different game probably. Or the first video game you played? Honestly, it was probably like a Super Mario. My grandfather had a Super Mario, like on the old, like NES system. It was like we had a Super Mario on the TV that we used to play when we would go visit them. And then after that, I think it was Pokemon, like the black and white Pokemon games. Those were the next ones I played a lot of. You guys create a murder mystery mansion on X-Life? Would be funny. Could work out too. We can make it happen. But you have a higher Bed Wars win streak? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Have you ever played Super Mario Sunshine? I have not. I played Super Mario Odyssey. That was but outside of that, I never really. Outside of that, I never really played him except for when I was like a little kid. Mario was like, I always had fun playing Mario like as a kid, but it's not been one that's held my attention as I've gotten older. Like I've just kind of changed into different game titles, like different genres and stuff. So, and I typically don't play Nintendo stuff because I usually don't buy consoles or anything like that. Like I don't have a Switch, I don't have an Xbox or a PlayStation or anything like that. And so I feel like with Nintendo, they're always exclusive to those. So just for the fact that I just don't buy them because I don't want to spend money on them. Like playing a Mario game for me isn't worth $400 or $500 if you think about like buying the console too, just to be able to play that one game. Like it's basically like $500-600 to play one game, and for me it's just not to where I'd want to spend the money when I already have a lot of PC games that I really enjoy a lot. So I haven't bought a console since an Xbox 360. Everything since then I've just been a PC gamer. And I'm not planning on changing. I don't really care about this podzol. I'd rather have dirt. So we're just going to gather all of it back up and turn it into some dirt. As much as probably later this week, I'll be like, you know, it'd be great right here. Podzol. Can't believe I almost missed a Mountain Monday. I know, man. Welcome on in. We're trying. I'm trying to get them back. I want to bring back more Mountain Monday stuff because when I got like originally excited to come back and work in this world, like after like moving the 116 stuff and everything like that, and I was like moving back over to come in to work into this region. The thing that like I was just like, I'm ready to build the mountains, and then I just haven't. And now I'm like, no, I came back over here to build mountains. We are building freaking mountains. So yeah, it should be good. The thing about getting a Switch, but the only games I play are the new Pokemon, and I can't rationalize the purchase. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. Like I enjoy Pokemon and all that stuff. Like okay, so I did buy one of those Nintendo DS lights, I think they were called, where it's like it was like the 2-screen one, but it couldn't flip and like bend in half. I probably have it around here somewhere. But I bought one of those back in the day when I think it was like Pokemon Black and White came out, I think that's the one that I got. And I like those. That was fun because like that handheld thing was only like $100, and then I got like the game on top of it, and I ended up buying a few other games for it. So like in the end it was worth it because I had all the stuff I could play, and I never really worried about it. But like since then I've just been like, yeah, it's always for one game. It's always for one game. For me, it's not worth it for one game. When did you start posting on YouTube? Back in like 2017, I think. Early 2017 or late 2016. Something like that. That's a good question. I don't really know. Actually, I think I looked it up a little while ago to see if I could find like when my YouTube anniversary was. But I don't think I ever found it. We're getting there, folks. Slowly but surely, this thing's being taken backwards. Excuse me. You get a Pokemon emulator on your phone if you really want to. Yeah, I did that with Pokemon Emerald a little while ago. Because I have an Android phone, and so I just did it on there. Just because why not? And it was fun for like a few hours, and then I I don't like playing games unless they're specifically mobile games on my phone. I don't like it. I don't like mobile gaming because how much on my hands cover the screen. Like my thumbs on the side, it's like, all right, well there goes like 60% of my screen size. And I just like am not down for it. Any tips for building organics like trees and stuff? Trees are, I would say, are much different than building other organic things. Like just focus on the shape of it a lot for all of them, and then trees, try and make them look like bushy. Make it look like there's actual air in the leaves and they're kind of able to move around. So you don't want to just be like, the thing I would say is avoid what Minecraft does with their trees, where it's just like a blob of leaves. Like put some air blocks in between them, like have them be more floofy, add some extra branches and stuff like that. You can use fences a lot to make some branches. I've recently found using like, if you're going for like a cool custom tree with like stripped logs, using like sandstone walls is kind of a cool way to make it more unique as like branches and things, if you want to. But there's all. Do you think granite slabs look kind of like dirt slabs? I mean, you could use it in there, but I don't think they look like dirt slabs too much, no. I can't wait to see how many more people start using dirt inside of their Minecraft builds after B-Dubs put it inside of his castle as part of like a castle wall. Ow. Ow. Loser. It's gonna be really interesting seeing how many people like start incorporating dirt into Minecraft builds that they do, just because B-Dubs did it recently. How do those little monsters do so much damage? They just bite you. They just bite you at the ankles. Can't get away. I should have just kept the bed on me, to be honest. Save having to go back and forth every night. It's all good. Ow. Stop it, zombie. Dirt. Can't leave dirt. Worth a rocket. Definitely worth a rocket. Yoink. I mean, if you're trying to find a new world, you need the perfect seed. I mean, all Minecraft worlds, there's always cool spots to build in them. It's just how it is. Just pick one and go explore. You'll find something and be like, ooh, this is really cool. And then you'll be like, this is the best thing ever. Okay, let's get the dirt down here. Be on our merry way. More dirt. Yeah, that water can just flow out here. That's fine. Less spawnable area if we let the water just flow all over the place, right? Something like that. Something like that, right? Exactly. Sorry, family server that had a woodland mansion only a few hundred blocks from spawn. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of a cool project if you want like a good community, like place where everybody lives together. Like woodland mansions, one, it's already built, so you don't have to decide who's building the massive thing. And two, there's so many rooms inside of it. Everybody can kind of have their own bedroom and little mini storage room that they can have for themselves. It's a cool way to do it. Does anybody know where the FW icons are different colors? They're different colors based on how many months you've been subscribed. So the longer you've been subscribed, you get a different badge color. So like the people who have like the diamond one, like the big old diamond colored one, or the rainbow ones, they've been subscribed super long time. If you're going to extend the sewers, I'm planning on it. I just haven't gotten around to that one quite yet. There's a lot of projects inside this world that just need to happen that just haven't yet. Part of me wants to make, like, underneath the port city is just a gigantic new storage room and do like auto sorters and filters and like shulker box loaders and everything inside them. And I'm just like not at the point where I'm like ready to tackle that yet or have the technical capabilities to do it. But I kind of want to do like a absolutely massive storage room that just like make the one in Papyrus look like nothing and do like just shulker box loaders on a lot of resources, like a lot of just like blocks, like grass blocks, dirt blocks, everything would have like a shulker box loader to make it super easy, so I could just run in and grab all my shulker boxes and go. And I do need to do some end busting soon. Unless we start building a lot, like I am running out of shulker boxes to store things. How much dirt do you have in your warehouse? I was actually pretty much out. I only had like one shulker box left or two. I only had like 1 or 2 boxes left. So now that we're getting out here, we can finally start stacking that stuff up again. But that's the plan. Sewer system under one of the cities would be cool too. Yeah, I've started one underneath the big city. There is a section of the sewers in there. It's just really painful to build. There's so many blocks that are going into it. The texture variation on it and all that stuff is just super painful. I don't know why. It's one of those things where it's just like, I just need like 2 more spots in the hotbar. You could build everything. There's just too many blocks in it. So it's like just painful. But we'll get back to it soon. How's the projects going? Projects are going well. Getting the dirt taken out of it today. And that'll be a lot of the hard stuff is going to be done with after we get all this dirt out of here. That's going to be a lot of kind of the rough points that I was working on or needing to work on. The only thing holding me back from doing crazy mountain building now is my ability to plan and or get things ready. So we could, after we do the dirt gathering today, I'll probably do a little poll and be like, do we want to, 1, go work on that thingy right up there, the little fortress or the little shrine that we made and make that look better? Or do we want to start planning out new sections of the mountains? So depending on what people want, we'll tackle one of those today. Do you have a cobble farm yet? No. I don't know if I'm going to make one. Like I really don't know if I'm going to make one at this point, to be honest. Just like plainly honest. Like, I don't know. I kind of enjoy just mining. I already have so many blocks and everything ready to go. I think once we get the dwarven area built up, I'll start automating some more things. Because I've realized I'm starting to run low on iron. I think I just need to run around my world and see how many iron ore I've sitting in places I just haven't bothered smelting. But I kind of want to go through and smelt all of those up and make it just look super cool and go from there. But I also like the collecting of the lapis ores and everything like that by doing all the mining and everything, getting all the diamond ore and everything. Part of me kind of wants to see if we can get a diamond beacon, but you know, that's a project for another day. I don't think I'm gonna pull a Pixel Refs and go for a netherite beacon. Like, that sounds awful. I've watched his streams. All he does now is gather sand and gravel and make TNT and explode things in the nether and go find nether or ancient debris, and I'm just like not for that. If I'm gonna get that much ancient debris, I'm gonna build a mountain out of ancient debris. That's just gonna be how it goes. I'm not wasting it on a beacon. Who would smelt that much perfectly good building block down into blocks of netherite? I don't know. Hey, Sausage, how you doing, man? Good to see you. How's it going? I'm doing what I do best. I'm farming dirt. Can you do a world tour? We're not gonna do a world tour today. There is a fairly recent world tour on my channel if you want to go check it out on my YouTube channel. If you do !YouTube, you'll be able to find a link there. But there is a world tour in here. Takes a long time. There we go, folks. Can we sleep yet? No. Well, the sun's already halfway gone somewhere. Are you on your private world? Yeah, this is my single player world. This is all built by me. Is that a new set of tools or just diamond textured? This is netherite. So in 1.16 they added netherite, which is basically upgraded diamonds. So you can take your diamond tools and upgrade them into super cool netherite tools, and they're super power. It's basically diamond tools with a lot more durability to them, so don't break as fast. And they're a slight bit faster. Mostly use it for the durability though. It's a big part of it. What is double dirt? Whenever you terraform, you must place 2 layers of dirt. Always 2 layers of dirt. So you can have a nice area to build on later on. And it's a million times easier to make things look better. I've realized, by the way, folks, that the old honey farm that we built, the reason why I'm never using like honey blocks or bees nests or things like that to build with, which I want to, I've been thinking they look really cool, is, well, the old bee farm that we made, all the bees died. So we don't have any bees or honey at all. They all somehow suffocated in the wall. F in the chats for the bees. So I need to make a new bee sanctuary area. I'm thinking like a greenhouse this time. I'm thinking just a nice little greenhouse where you can have all of our bees on the inside and they will just chill and do their bee thing. And they can't run away. That's the big part, is they can't run away. Or we could have like some fancy bees up on the outside where we have some beehives. We have a nice little field. They kind of do their thing. And then we just build like an underground bee containment chamber. Would you want to do modded Minecraft one day? Lewis, I do. I already... I play modded Minecraft on the xLife server. That's all modded, if you haven't checked it out. If you're talking like technical mod packs, not super interested in those, but xLife has been my modded experience so far. And netherite tools don't burn in lava. Yeah, that's a big part of it. If you die in lava, they don't burn. You can just chuck them in lava and they're all good. They will stay safe and clean and come out smelling fresh. The fresh scent of smoldering flesh of your own body. Somehow it works out and you come back alive. I don't know. Some weird stuff. Maybe a bee sanctuary along the road to the Asian village. That could work. That's not a bad idea. I kind of want it close to where we are, though. I'm thinking like close to the... I want it to be close to the port city so that it's actually loaded in and doing things. Or I'm thinking we do it inside of the nether. In the new nether hub, like we can set up a temporary one right now, right? Like we'll set up a temporary one. Just get some bees going. They can kind of all do their thing. And then once we get into like the new nether stuff, or once we get the nether hub progressed enough, we can make like a giant mushroom that also just has a beehive in the middle of it. I think that could be kind of fun. Blank, thanks so much for the 100 bits, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What mods do we use on xLife? There's an entire list of about 70 different mods that I don't want to go through. Also, we haven't made the mod pack public yet, so nobody fully knows what mods we use. Ha 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 ha. Not even I fully know all the mods that we use. They're installed on my computer. I couldn't tell you the whole list off the top of my head. I don't even know what half of them do. Haven't even used half of them. Just finished my chest / map room, and I added a super smelter and first ever custom-made slime block elevator. Hey, very cool. Congratulations. I need to start doing more stuff like that. I always want to build redstone projects inside this world so I can learn how redstone functions, and I just don't know where to fit it in. I just don't have any idea on how to do it, which is annoying. I've been thinking about making like a conveyor belt chain thingy, but we'll see. What is this series called? Building with fWhip. I just call it my Minecraft 1.16 survival series right now on YouTube, but it is the Building with fWhip series. That's just a lot of characters to put on every single YouTube video. Just being honest with it. I need to shorten it down. That's why I've just said Minecraft survival. Hey Dubs, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Never heard of it. I know nobody's really heard of the series. It's fine. fWhilding. Welcome to fWhilding. Here we play Minecraft 1.16 survival. Doing alright. Running electric wire today. Ooh, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Enjoyable way to spend a Monday. Maybe not enjoyable. A way to spend a Monday. There you go. Save him from what? I don't know, man. fWhip is being builded with. There we go. That's the new name for the series, everybody. fWhip is being builded with is what we're gonna be calling it now, okay? I can't believe we're gonna be just shy. We're gonna be just shy of being able to fill all of these shulker boxes with tools that actually work. I guess I have a diamond shovel that should be able to fill the last like 3 shulker boxes or so. That'll slowly work us towards the old 1 million dirt or diamond shovel uses. Slowly, one day. I have enough to make 3 more netherite tools. I just really need to go do it. The big thing. I really just need to go actually upgrade some shovels. But I'm lazy. What was it? Do I have one? Would you consider making a second channel for uploading stream replays? I do. It's called fWhip2. TWO. One word. Favorite color? I like a good dark purple. Like a good like royal purple. It's a great color. But for me, orange and blue worked better for branding on YouTube. So now we have an orange and blue channel. Yay! Don't want that torch. I don't know why I keep picking it up. Orange and purple I feel like just didn't go well together, or it was just very, very dark. So we went with light blue instead because it looks great with orange. Why are you mining so much dirt? So we can build more of this. That's my answer. I don't know. I want more dirt. I want to be able to build more pretty stuff in the sky. So we need more dirt to be able to place more blocks in the sky. I'm building mountains. I'm building an entire mountain range in Minecraft. So it's a long project that is still very much in the works. Ooh, secret stuff. Because double dirt, yeah. If you want, like, I feel like if we didn't do the double dirt thing, like the terrain up here would be so much further, but I just like, I would have such a painful time. Like I was messing with Joel earlier, with how he doesn't put 2 layers of dirt down when he's building, just when he was working on his terraform area. He was like, no, it's fine. And then like I flew underneath his build. You can see all the areas where you put gravel. There's just like a lone block of dirt. And in modded, it's easier for us because we can fly. So you just fly down and place an extra block and put it there. But like doing that in like, all right, that is a dead shovel almost. But like doing that inside of just like a vanilla survival world would be so painful. So for me, it's just way more worth it actually going down there and just doing the things. I'm watching the shovel. I'm watching the shovel. Don't show her. We're checking out the shovel. Constantly looking at the shovel. 28. See, this is like an extra few stacks of dirt we got off this shovel right here. $23. $21. That's fine. Hey, Eggs, thanks for hanging, dude. You have a good one, all right? Thanks for hanging out today. All right, we got 3 and this left to fill. Is that that's a fortune one? And both of my, that's soak touch, that's soak touch. I really don't want, I don't want that. I need to get 2 more shovels anyways. We're gonna bring out a diamond shovel because it'll still get us regular dirt. I don't want to have the grass blocks in there. It's annoying. It's hard to get full, perfectly stacked areas with a bunch of grass blocks being in it. And this guy has 1561. Okay. We should be able to fill up most of them. Hey Violet, how you doing? I'm doing well. Out here chilling, gathering some dirt. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. We're getting the dirt. We're doing the stuff. Mining the blocks. Then we're gonna go place the blocks. It'll be great. First time on the stream. Do you know what you expected me to look like? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Welcome in, Willem. Good to see you. Good to have you, I guess. And do. Rude, boss man. Rude. Rude. I see how it is. Rude. Just because I hide in a box playing video games all day doesn't mean that's why I'm pale, but it's fine. Actually, I'd be pale even if I went outside all day long. It's just how it goes, man. It's just how it goes. What do we got? 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 I feel like I need to redo the elytra, like this banner that I have on the elytra. I kind of want to darken it. I feel like with the dark netherite that we wear now, we could go for like a Batman theme or something like that. Just be a dark Batman. Turn it into a dark banner. It'd be great. What do you think your ultimate goal for this world is? Ultimate goal is honestly like, for me, which I'm talking about more in a video coming out later this week, but I've always wanted to, like, a big portion of what I want to do when I was growing up and everything was be a level designer behind video games and like design like a world like what you see in like the World of Warcrafts or like the other MMOs out there, where it's just like a full world that you can just explore. You just explore and always find something new. There's always cool things to look at. There's like story behind what you're going and exploring and doing all that type of stuff. So for me, a big part of what I want to do is like create that world, is creating my version of like what, just like a giant interconnected world where everything's connected. There's different things to go explore and do all that stuff. And so it's just kind of working towards all of that. Somebody a while ago, which I thought was a fantastic idea, commented on one of my videos. If you're lurking in chat here, thank you. But they said, hey, fWhip, why don't you finish a large enough portion of the world, you invite a bunch of your fans in and do like a 100v100 event tournament thing where you like pit people against like the castles of each other. It's a hardcore world, so when people die, they're dead, but it's like a capture the flag type thing of like, can one team figure out how to get the flag like from this castle like across the world and like bring it all the way back. I was just like, that sounds really cool. Like do like a whole live stream event around that. I thought that'd be so fun. So if we eventually finish the port city, I think we could do like a small scale one with like just like Twitch subs one day. Like we'll do like a big Twitch sub event after I get a lot of the port city done. Where like if you're subbed on Twitch, you can I'll get you whitelisted and added into the world and everything like that. And then we'll do like people will start on like the west side and the east side. We'll make like little base areas and basically be like raid through the city. The whole thing will be a backup, so you can explode it, you can get TNT, you can blow it all up, blow up the bridges, try and do that type of stuff, and like see which team can come out on top. I think that'd be an absolutely awesome idea. So now I'm kind of like playing with like, how could I do that? Like, what could I do to make that work? That's gonna be like that's gonna be hard. It'll be hard to make that happen. Getting a server that could support 200 people would be a pain in the butt. I would have to go, I'm partnered with Cubed Host for like my Patreon server and everything, so I'd have to contact them and be like, yo, like I need a massive server for a day. Like what can we do here to make this event happen? It would probably just be a laggy, slow mess of all of it anyways. And I would just sit in spectator mode and watch the entire thing and like take it over from the top. Never knew that I needed something like that in my life. Rip all Bedrock people. I know, it's the unfortunate part of them being split. But nothing I can do about that. So if I sit here worrying about that and crying over that, it just nothing will ever happen. But we do that, then there can be voice channels for people to jump in and out of if they want to be on like the one team or the other or whatever it is. I think it'd be really entertaining. Oh, geez, hello, laggy. That was very laggy there for a second. I'm gonna go order a PC. What the heck? Anybody else see? Am I on a chunk border? I am. That's what it is. Ah, there we go. Okay, now I know. Old chunks versus new chunks. Fortunately, they break. Or that's a region file right there. That's what that is. Unfortunately, it is a region file. First time watching your streams, I'm really glad I caught this. Hey, well, awesome, dude. So I can say thank you for inspiring me to play Minecraft Survival and to create huge cities. Hug cities. Did you name it Hugs? And small towns. I'm assuming you meant huge. Awesome, dude. That's really cool. I'm very happy for you. You can name your city Hugs though if you need a name for it, and just never explain where or why you named it that. I think that'd be a great way to go. And it's just for me, you know, if you could, it'd be cool. Are you gonna cover this up? That's what everything up here is for. Mountains. The mountains are coming across the land. All of this will be covered eventually by mountain range. Probably 100, 200 blocks above where we are right now. We left some dirt behind. How could I? Send me a screenshot when it's finished. Very cool. Cool, cool, cool. All this dirt. I'm leaving so much dirt behind. How? What? I don't need an egg. Why do I need an egg? That's not dirt. Do you poop out dirt? If you could poop out dirt, we'd be better friends here. There we go. Okay. This is just gonna be really laggy as we're getting this strip done here, unfortunately, with the region files and all that stuff. But it'll be okay. We're almost through it. We're almost through it. A Java server that Bedrock players can join? You know, Jimmy had been talking about that he did that a while ago. I'll have to bug him and see what he did. I've heard of that. I don't know how you do it or how it works or whatever, but if people can see each other inside the same world, like, that's kind of cool. If it's possible, I definitely do it. I feel so bad every time that I'm just like, sorry, it's a Java server. I can't really do much to help you, so. Poop turns into dirt after a while IRL. I don't think I have that much time, though. If you could figure out how to speed the chicken's poop to dirt process up, I would keep the chickens. I would start my own cult on X-Life. That would be the opposite of Jeremyism, and all it would be about naming chickens wonderful things as they would be giving dirt. I become so good at building. Practice. Lots of practice. That's all I can say. Just keep practicing. Keep trying new things. If the way you practice is by building the same 3x3 wall design that you always build, that's not practicing. Practicing is trying new things. Messing around with new ideas. Changing things up. Expanding your builder's knowledge, not just building the same thing over and over again. So try that, and if you keep doing it over time, you'll get better. I promise. Oh my gosh, these just want to gather up all this dirt, but the region files are making it so difficult. Also, why is that one spruce leaf up there? I don't know, but I'm gonna leave it. It's the rare single spruce leaf that just lives up here. You make a chicken church cult thing just to go against Joel. I'm pretty sure there's already a rival religious organization that is popping up on X-Life right now. So I don't know if I even need to. I don't know if I even need to start that. I think somebody else is handling that. I'm more surprised that it hasn't happened yet, to be honest. I felt like I've been kind of like the one who's been like in the middle of everything, like as like a key player for the event. So I'm kind of like, for this whole religious thing going on right now, I'm kind of just like, maybe I'll just join a side and like help out and build cool things for whichever side can convince me to join. But it's all good. fWhipism. No, if I did any, it'd be the double dirt cult. We always need to bring, and I'd just be like 100% definitely a cult, unlike Joel, where he's like, it's a religious organization, not a cult. Their slogan is, we're definitely not a cult, or we're not a cult, or something like that. So I just full on embrace it. It's in the name. But secretly, it's just a religion and not a cult. But it's called the cult. It'd be great. What was your first video? Very first video I ever did was a walkthrough of a build that I did in Conquest Reforged, or Conquest back in the day. It wasn't even Reforged yet. That was before the mod pack was even a thing. It was like a little cinematic thing. Back when I thought I was really cool. No, I was so shy. In the first videos I made, you could like, they're gone now. I deleted all of them. And or it was like a Let's Build. I think it was a Let's Build, and I was building like a Hobbit village. And I deleted all the videos because they're so awful. But like, you can literally like hear my voice in them, or you could, where like you could just tell I was so scared. I was just so timid to be recording videos and like nervous about people around me hearing me record videos. Like that was a big thing for me to get over. Even now, like if I'm ever like need to like record or work or something, like, and my girlfriend's like hanging out in my office, I'm just like, can you step out for a few minutes so I can record a clip? You can come back after. She's like, why can't you just do it here? I'm just like, I don't like to, you know. It's fine though. All right. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. There we go. There we go. Don't need the flowers. We can get many of those later on, and it's fine. Hey, keep yourself motivated. New projects. Always new projects. I've done a few videos on the topic. If you want to Google those. They're much better than what I could tell you on stream, trying to randomly come up with something. Just got here. Welcome on in, Baker. Miss the old Duconia stuff. It's been a long time since then. That was a good place to get started. There were some really chill people on there. Ducon was a great help back when I was doing that stuff with him. He was a good person to bounce ideas off of for YouTube. Like getting started and like initially how to do a few things. He was really helpful about it. Miss Ducon, yeah, he's a good dude. Folks, glad you enjoyed the other people's stream, but no need to keep spamming. Hey, I just came here from another person's channel. Like, it's cool, but it's also technically advertising. Glad you all enjoyed it, though. I'm sure they're doing Twitch rivals. Stiff going on today. Seemed like it was a big event. Favorite style to build in? I like medieval stuff, like, but like my own version of it, I guess. I'm almost going with like, not like traditional medieval-y at this point, but more like, I don't know. I don't want to say like Venetian or Victorian, but like more of like a fancy medieval, I guess, is kind of where I've been summarizing all my stuff to. Like a fancier medieval-y stuff, like upper class medieval, or like really, really rural. Like really rural, like farming, just like simple stuff. It's kind of like my probably my step 2, like second favorite. When's the next X Live? Tomorrow. It's gonna be tomorrow morning. What did you consider your best build in this world? I don't know. Like single build, like single one thing. I would probably say Castle Bleakrock. I would say the thing I'm most proud of at this point in time is the city. The port city is just so gorgeous to look at. I've been loving looking at all that stuff. It's been so fun to wander through the streets and everything. I really want to find some ways to break up the gray of it. There's a lot of gray in there, and I'm thinking I want to spend a good while just kind of mixing things up and having some new ideas of just incorporating some extra stuff, some more wagons, carts, market stalls, and like breaking up the road a little bit more. Even maybe just like simple as adding in like mossy cobblestone and mossy stone brick to like the road itself. I think could help a lot. Even some basalt, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We will see when we get around to doing that. It's always one of those things for me. It's like, do I go back and fix the old stuff? Or do I keep building new things and eventually, aka never, go fix the old things? And I always get in the, I would rather like build new things. I don't know. That could be something we could also tackle on Friday. We could start doing that if I'm ever like running out of stream idea stuff. Is like, all right, what old build needs to be reworked and tweaked and updated just a little bit? Add some more character into things, you know? Emotive mine is my favorite. I really like the PogChamp one. The Poggers one is the best for sure. What's the most out-of-date build in this on the world? Oh gosh, I have no idea. Actually, I would say in Papyrus, my original village I did, the desert city, there's some really out-of-date ones in there. I'd say outside of that, White Glen, I think it has a cool style to it, but it definitely feels old. Like it feels like if I were to do like White Glen again, which is my farming village, I would not build it the way that I built it. That's just flat out. I would build it so differently now if I did it now. But it's not bad. It's just not what I currently do. It doesn't relate very well to my current things. What time is X-Life video up tomorrow in the UK? Same time it's up every day. I always release at 10:45 Pacific time. Whatever time that is for you is when the video will be live. I think UK, that's like 6:45 p.m. I don't know. Oh, I thought I was a parkour pro. I am. I really am. Okay. You think you've spent more time on the mountains or everything else combined? Everything else combined for sure. 100% everything else. The mountains have had the most blocks would go into them probably. Actually, maybe the port city. The port city itself might have the most blocks that have went into it. Like just full on honesty with it. Like that's probably the way it's been the busiest or the most time and everything to it. Cause like we're creating the landscape. We're breaking it thousands upon thousands of blocks out of there too. So like that by no means is a small build. The mountains are just the largest thing. Like they just vertical height wise, they're just the largest. But it's mostly just full blocks. So like when you take into account like crafting up all the stairs and slabs and everything, like there's probably more like block per block. If you include like what you craft and everything, there's more blocks that went into the other builds. 100%. %. What percentage would you say the mountains are complete? I don't even want to guess. I want to say a high number, but it's probably closer to like 20 to 30. Oh, we only need 2.5 more stacks. We're almost done. Biggest project out of the mountain, the city for sure that we've been working in recently. And outside of that, Papyrus is probably the next largest. Papyrus is a pretty big one. It's a big boy. Just took 2 hours? Yeah, it did. We did. It was 2 hours of dirt mining today. I thought that's what I was planning for. 2 hours of dirt mining. Need more dirt shulkers. Years of having such a structure of shadows under it would completely ruin your world. It depends on what the shadows. If the shadows were constantly being updated, like the light levels, the columns were changing constantly, then it can lag. But outside of that, no, it actually really doesn't. All right, I'm gonna stop that recording. We got 3 shovels that we need to go repair real fast. And then we'll get over to messing around with some new stuff. Just got here? Well, you just missed gathering up all of this dirt. All 12 shulker boxes full of dirt. We did it. Then for the dirt, we're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay, there we go. Now we can expand this even more. Woo! How many? So we had 37,000 stuff mined. That's up to 48,000. So we used 3 of those shovels today. Yeah. 2. 2? Right, 2? I think so. Okay, let's jump into the end. First and foremost, before we go through the nether, because we use the nether to get to the end, we need our safety helmet. Never forget your safety helmet. Everybody remember safety helmets. And then after that... Yeah, so this is the mountains up here. These are kind of what we're working on. Everything like that. It's calling good.
What will you do after you finish Mount Flip on X Life?
Starshot, thanks so much for the 7-month resub, dude. I appreciate that. After Mount Flip, I've got a new project coming in where I'm going to be working with somebody kind of on the bigger project. And we haven't announced it yet, so I don't want to spoil it. But there is something cool coming, and it's going to lead to like a big old server collaboration stuff, we're hoping. But it should be fun. All right, so for everybody who made it to the last stream, this is what the Nether Hub currently looks like. There we go. Exclusive previews. Exactly. But yeah, this is the Nether Hub. It involves an island. I'll tell you that much. Oh, that sucks. The new project involves an island. Started watching because of X-Life and loving your content. Hey, thanks so much, dude. Glad you enjoy it. The leftovers from Boom Boom time. I know, we've got to clean all those up. We got to clean all those up down below. Time to go. I always want to like dip down and see how close I can get to the stuff, but I know if I die and my stuff exploded, it would all end up like into the void. The blackness of the void. Three shovels that need repairings. And stone looks nice. Yeah, I just made it look like cobblestone, but with like a sandstone color to it. It looks really nice. I like it a lot. Ever thought of adding an Italian Renaissance inspired city to this world? I want to do like a Mediterranean themed area, which will kind of have like that Italian Renaissance-y type vibe to it. But it's just not a project I'm on right now. I feel like I did something very similar to that kind of style, roughly similar to like what we have on X Life. So I haven't really been wanting to push it and do like a new one since then, if that makes sense. Have you ever built a maze in Minecraft? Not really. I've kind of wanted to with the... I've wanted to, like, on X-Life, since we have Bouflons and those things are so terrifying, right? I kind of want to go, like, and make, like, a Minotaur's maze and just have, like, an evil Bouflon in there. And, like, you can't take any weapons in with you, and you have to see how if you can make it out before the Bouflon kills you. Let's let these guys pile in here again a little bit. They're a little slow to spawn. I have bots, I just don't have an uptime command. I removed it. You should have an ANX life where PvP is turned on. I'm sure that's how the season will end. Sure. Something tells me from anything I've learned about, like, Lizzie and all them, is that there's usually a big way of everybody dying at the end of the seasons. Whenever they pick, like, a time of, like, alright, it's time to move on. Let's have fun and kill each other a bunch. I'm sure that'll happen. Where? Come on. Okay. We went to the guy dimension. An X life? Yeah, I have a few times. You ever try a modern area in your world? No. It would be so out of place that, like, I was talking a little bit earlier in today's stream about how I want to create, like, a connected world. And part of that is that, like, everything has to have, like, a sense where it makes sense in the story, whether it's like a fantasy something or another, or who knows what's going on around it all, but it has to somehow make sense to what everything else is going on. So, like, I'm gonna do like a steampunky area, but the way it's gonna be steampunk, it's gonna be like a dwarven, like, so like a fantasy dwarven type thing. So, like, that's how it's gonna explain all the pipes and everything like that. Like a super high-tech dwarven race that just doesn't share with the rest of the world, so they have all this crazy technology of their own, and I think it'd be cool. But yeah, so no modern, no futuristic, nothing like that. It's all gonna be very, if there's gonna be something kind of crazy in here, it's gonna be very much like a fantasy focus to it. Sounds like Skyrim, a little bit like the Dwemer from Skyrim. Similar vibe. I really need to improve this farm. It's really not that great. It's like, do I spend like 4 hours fixing this farm to make it better? Or do I just ignore it, eventually make a new piglin farm inside of the nether? I think that sounds like a much better way to go. At least the netherite shovels, having to get the extra 500 durability on them compared to the diamond shovel, takes so much longer. I don't have any public servers. I have a private server for people who support me on Patreon, but you will never see an official fWhip public server. I can tell you that much. Definitely gold farm, yeah. Jack has the most hearts. Right now there's 3 people on 6 hearts, but I'm sure with Joel's and Jack's little killing each other thing going on, I'm sure Jack will be up on 7 hearts here soon. Yeah, piglin farm would be a lot better for mob drops and everything. The problem is that I don't want to build it above the ceiling of the nether. I want to build it inside the nether hub area that we're making, which means I've got to finish clearing the nether hub area in order to get to it. So that's a project in its own right. Jillian, the reason why I'm never releasing a public server is because they are basically a full-time job to run them. And my job is to be a content creator. My job is not to host servers for you. If you want public servers, Hypixel has an entire team that dedicates to making them great experiences. There's other people out there who do that. I don't. It's not my job. I don't want to deal with policing an entire public server. So. Hey, Anima, thanks for hanging. You have a good one, alright? Get some rest. Of course you could hire someone. I could, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I could hire someone for sure, but then it's just kind of like, unfortunately, a money sink. Like, I don't have unlimited money. And the only real, like, ways to make a lot of money out of servers, like when you're a smaller server, is like not super ethical ways of doing it. So I just don't even want to I don't even want to start getting down that road, if that makes sense. Hey, Illy, how you doing? Oh, come on. That should be all we need. Please? Please. Get all the way up there. Yay, perfect. Oh, we lost our bed. That's a bummer. Brought the bed with us instead of leaving it in where we would pop out. That's okay. Let's get some more rockets on us before we accidentally do that. And there we go. Does your girlfriend play Minecraft? No, she doesn't. She's not much of a gamer. Can we plan out some more of the mountains today? So I'm gonna put a poll on the screen here in a second while I go take a quick restroom break. Oh no. We're really far away from home now. Actually, I'm gonna log out real fast. We'll get back over to Papyrus, then I'm gonna log out and we're gonna do a little poll here. Well, she's no girlfriend now. It's fine. She doesn't need to play games. We both have our own thing that we can go do and hang out and have personal time, so it's not a bad thing. Ow. I think this right here is the portal that I want. Nice job, me. Come on, 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 yeah! Why did I say your bed is missing? Because I broke my bed. The bed that I was using to sleep while we were doing all the gathering stuff is the one in my hand right now. Let's set our spawn here, shall we? Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna let this replay mod save real fast. I'm gonna create a poll here for us though. And it's gonna be, what do mountain planning, or what would that be? Rebuilding / fixing mountain. I'm just gonna put shrine. Okay. 3 minutes. Go. I'll be right back, folks. Vote in the poll. Let me know what y'all want to be seeing when I get back. I'll be right back with y'all while this thing saves. All right, folks. Why are we doing these things? We're doing weird things. What was the poll? What was the what do? What do? View results. Rebuilding a shrine. Okay, I guess that's the way we're going. A lot of people want to see that. Where's the poll? Top of chat. Don't see the poll? It should be up there. Should be at the very top of chat as a little pop-up-y thing. Okay, there we go. Did this thing save? Replay viewer. It did. Hour and 41 minutes to gather all the dirt. 12 shulker boxes in an hour 41 minutes. See, we're good. We're fine. It's no longer soup time. Soup time's over. Okay, I need to get basalt. Speaking of which, I need to go back over to the other village, our old area, where I think I have all my basalt. Ow, not good, not good, not good. The piggies after me. The baby piggies are after me. What's the shrine? It's been sitting above the Nordic village for a very long time. I built it on the edge of the mountains. I thought it looked really cool. You know, we probably have a lot of basalt back in Papyrus too. Like a lot, because I gathered up all of this. But I personally thought it looked really cool. And then you zoom out away from it, and because it's all made out of stone brick and cobblestone instead of a stone mountain, you can't see anything. No, you literally can't tell it's there. So it's kind of a bummer. Let's see, what do I still have in my storage room over here? Nethery blackstone. We have 14 basalt. Anything here? Nope, that's all netherrack. Nope. No. That's a bummer. Okay, back over to the other way we go. We got a little bit of dirt here. Do I have any ancient debris or anything in here that I need? I have 40 diamonds though. I'm gonna take those back with me. Hey, make a cool character, some of your thumbnails. It's called Mine-imator. Like mine animator, like Mine-imator. Really cool. Making it all the way on one rocket. Nice. We gotta watch out for those guys. They're not our friends right now. Gotta teach the chair to talk. I'm sorry. Can we see what you built, Joel? Yeah, tomorrow when the video comes out. It's great. I know. It's like there's gonna be a video that goes over everything that we built for Joel and like the whole process of building it. It's gonna be really cool. It's out tomorrow. It's amazing. I know, it's just mind-blowing the fact that it would be in a video. Basalt! That should actually be enough. That should be enough for us here. Oh, we have 2 more ancient debris in here. Wait. Nope, I need a box of shinies. There we go. Take all of you out, all of you out. I'm gonna empty my box of shinies here real fast, just because why not? Diamonds, iron. Jeez, I have a lot of iron. All this coal's gonna go back over on the other side. By chance, Joel from the Citadel? No, Joel from X-Life. Smallish beans. I don't know why I have all this stuff on me, but I do. There's those. Here's some more gold ore for ourselves. Oh, gold ore. Emerald ore, which I basically have none of because I use them all. There we go. That just is gonna kind of help us take all this stuff out of here. I don't know why I really ever needed a box of shinies, but I apparently wanted one. I never used the stuff, and it's just gonna free up a shulker box. Look at all that lapis. Single stacks everywhere. Okay, let's go. This is all single player, yes. Yes. Okay, so let's go up to the top and take a look around it, see what we're working with, and I should be able to get some stuff out of my inventory or out of my ender chest that we can use to work on these things. You and Joel should have a building competition. We'll see. We'll see. I like doing friendly build stuff. I don't like doing competitions. I don't like doing like one of us is gonna win and one of us is gonna lose. Like, it'd be more fun for me if we did like one where we like built something together, or did like a build collab. Like the diamond design stuff that we've been doing has been super fun because it's like getting to work together and kind of learn something from each other, which I find really entertaining. You know what? If we finish this thing, we're going back and getting a bunch of stone, and we're going to start slabbing and staring these mountain peaks to get rid of these gross snow layers everywhere. Like all that. Oh, so bad. But anyways, the thing that we need to work on is this guy right here. It's just gray. It's just gray attached to the gray that is this area back in here. So I wanted to start to fix that up a little bit now. And I was thinking on these little areas that we have, we could start adding in some basalt like to the pillars. Like polished basalt, just because it's going to stand out a little bit more, you know? So like these are kind of weird. I just want to add, just make it feel more like completed, I guess. Something like that. Honestly, it might just need a little bit. It's on the corners here. Are you using Optifine? Yes. Yes. Like, even if we do just a little bit right here, like those guys, and then we fly away, you'll see already that this thing's going to stand out a lot more. I'm hoping. Honestly, haven't tested this yet myself. It really doesn't stand out quite as much, but you can kind of tell. I don't know. On Twitch, can you even tell there's like a shape of a structure in here? Or does it just look like gray blob? Can we drop that down? Now you can see it. But it's all gray. Still gray blob. All right, what ideas do you all have that we could use to improve this thing? I think the big part's going to be those arches. Gray blob for sure. Try Blackstone. Blackstone would be too dark. I wish there was a... I wish that, like, honestly, if basalt, like this, had stairs and slabs, I'd be so happy. So happy. What about granite? Granite could be kind of cool. Let's jump into a like a super flat world here real fast. It's been a long time since I've jumped in this world. What blocks do we have? We'll look at stairs. Because, like, this is off. This is off. That's off. That's off. Off limits. Off limits. Off limits. We could try dark prismarine. Cyan terracotta could work if it had slabs. What about dark prismarine? Or maybe even warped wood. Like warped stairs. I still wanted to feel cool and cold. I wanted to feel like it's colder up there. So I don't want to use like warm tones like the bricks and everything like that. Purple would be really bright. I think I'm gonna try warped, and I want to try dark prismarine. We're gonna try those two. We're gonna see. Anonymous cheer, thank you for the biddy. Whoever you are out there, thank you. Concrete powder. Concrete powder would work great if there's a way to actually like build it into this stuff. So we need to get dark prismarine. And we need to go get some, we have to go find warped. We can go harvest some in the nether real fast. Warped as an accent? Yeah, I think it could work well. I think warp could work pretty well. Let's try that before we try Dark Prismarine. I think warped could work a little bit better than Dark Prismarine, to be honest. Made all this in survival? Yeah, you know it. Skyrim thing. It's a little, yeah, it's very heavily inspired by the Skyrim thing. Concrete powder with fences or lecterns? I don't think that works in 116. I don't think that works. Also, I hate this. Very much hate that. For personal sanity's sake, I'm patching up this lava real fast. Is that all of it? Is it just one? I swear if that was just one massive one that was causing all of this, like, that's crazy. Welcome to the Nether, everybody, where one lava can make your life miserable. We won't be in here for too long. I know it gets a little dark when we're in the Nether. I need to find a way to make the Nether brighter. I think like when we're doing Nether streams, I just need to find a way to make it brighter. Or I just need to start bringing night vision with me. Now where can we find a blue warped forest? I have never looked for one around this area. That is basalt. That's not what we want. There we go. Perfect. Woohoo! That wasn't hard at all. Yay! Use shroom lights. Shroom lights are a possibility. I really don't care about making this area look nice or not. I hate that the mushroom like part of it, like these the warp blocks and everything, like that they don't expand, like despawn and things when you break all this stuff down. It's such a pain. But I just don't care enough to take them all down. I never need more of that. I always have so freaking much of that stuff. It's kind, and I don't have my hoe on me. Actually, I think I do. I think it's in my backpack somewhere. Let's get a stack real fast, and then that should be enough to take us through most of the stuff. What's the next world download milestone? I'll probably do it about episode 325 is my plan. Because that'll be a long time, because I did the last world tour with Corrales for episode 275 is the last world tour that I did. And since then, obviously, a lot has happened inside of the world. But I just haven't felt like it was enough to do a world tour. Like a world tour download. There was a download for episode 300. Like, that's already out. Join the Discord if you're a sub and you don't have it. But I did one of those as soon as I finished up the 116 castle build that we did. The, like, Asian fantasy castle thingy. After I finished that up, I did a world download. So if you want that, there's one out there. Alright, let's get back home to our mess. This is gonna be so cool, and you can just fly into this area and it's just a void. There's just no blocks around here. I think it's gonna be so cool. Really use Soulfire? Yeah, ooh, that's actually not a bad idea. Leave me alone, piggy. You don't want this right now. We're just gonna do that. If I became a patron or something, can I get the last download? All of the, I only have the latest download out. But yeah, if you're a patron, that's how patrons get it, Twitch subs get it, YouTube members get it. Just join the Discord, it's all in there. After you've done that, link it to your account, your Discord account, like link your Twitch, Patreon, etc., and then you can get it all through there. Yeah, we got the 40k followers. Super pumped on that one. Super pumped. We did indeed. We're actually almost at 40. We're almost at 40,500 followers. We got 40k on Friday. So that's pretty sweet. I'm excited about that one. Let's see here. Ender chest. Down. What was I just looking for? Did I mention something where I was just like, if only we have this? What was that? What was that this? Anybody remember what the this was? Oh, soulfire. Right? So we need like soul sand and things. We could do soulfire campfires in here if we wanted to. I could go make some of those. Dark Prismarine. No, we're gonna try the warp first. I know I was saying that, but I think the warp might work a little bit better. So I think what we're gonna need is a lot of stairs. And like this whole section right here, I think we can do like polished basalt. And then we do this, that guy, and then these are gonna be more polished basalt. I don't know, we'll see. It's gonna look weird. I think it's gonna look really off until we get it actually finished. This one is meant to look good from a distance. Like, it's not really meant to look that great up close. It's not really something that you're supposed to explore up to, more of just something that's here in a distance. Let's see if this actually stands out. There we go. That's kind of standing out. I just want it to be kind of subtle. I feel like, yeah. That's standing out a lot more, and we're like 200 blocks away. What do y'all think about that? The little bit of the green in there. Just a little bit of like that cool blue green that we got going on. Looks good. Think we change all of them out to that? I think that could be pretty cool after it's all done. Better. Better is what we're going for. Let's do it. Like that, and then we could do this, this, and this. And then now I gotta figure out a way to get up on top of that. That is where it's gonna be fun. Because back here we had made this weird roof thing with all the... Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't know how I landed on top of the iron bar, but I guess I did. Dino, thanks so much for the biddies. I appreciate that, dude. This could work. What are we doing? We're kind of rehabbing this old structure that I did a long time ago. Retrofitting it, upgrading it with some 116 blocks that we got going on. Should be pretty sweet. We also need to get some slabs, so let's make some of those here real fast. That'll be fine. And then we can jump back up here. I think I'm gonna leave those stone brick walls down there. I think that's gonna be fine. But then all these places we'll just start putting in all this stuff instead. We need to get that so I can get the snow layers back. And there we do the snow and the snow. Right in here and right there. Nice. Looks a little weird. It's a little wonky looking. But I think it's okay. I don't know, folks. It'll be fine, right? Totally fine. It's all good. Are you competing in MC's championships? Yeah, I'll be in the next one. I don't know why I took a sip of both drinks, but I did. One was tasty, one was cold. I guess that's the reason. Alright, there we go. That's what we need to do down here, then we can go up the other side. Perfect. And then in here we need to get our polished basalt back out. Oh, and that's updating the walls here too, so they're gonna look a lot better. They're not the old weird way of stacking up things now. They're much better. I think that was a stair. And here we're gonna have two of those. We're gonna do a stair here. Stair. Stair. Stair, stair. Get that back. Stair. Slap, slap. Full block. And schnur. How you place stairs so perfectly? Just practice on getting the right angles. Mostly that it frustrates me all the time when it's wrong, so I made sure I really learned where they place to. It's a big part of it. I feel like I need a little something right over in here. It's because I do. I forgot to put these back. Nice job, me. All right, so we've fixed up the two front ones now. They're basically just replaced the blocks, literally block for block of what we had beforehand. Now let's take a step back and see what we did. If you read one of my comments in the chat, it would make my day. There you go. I'm sorry I missed things. There's a lot of people chatting in here. There's 600 people watching the stream right now. If I missed yours, please don't take it personally. I try and catch as many as I can. That's looking pretty good though. I like that. I think we fix up that top bit, and if we can bring in some, did I save some? I did. If we can bring in some warp stem somewhere, like as like the stripped warp stem, I think that'd be pretty dang cool. Place the campfires with soulfire campfires. I might bring in some of those. I don't want to light them because then they're gonna melt the snow. Yeah, you can actually tell now. You can tell that something's up there. Even though, like, we're really far off. Like, even though it's on Twitch right now, I feel like you can tell there's a slight difference. There's just a tiny bit of difference between the stone and, like, everything else up there, which I think is perfect. Nice. Hi Jack, how you doing? Soulfire doesn't melt snow? Really? It doesn't? Oh. Wow. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. What if we did this? Like that. Instead of these polished andesite bits? Yeah. 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 Maybe. Maybe. Make some dead spruce trees around it. I want this to be so high up in the mountains that trees don't really exist up here. If that makes sense. Over here, though, I'm going to start bringing in some regular basalt. Now that we're on, like, the actual structure, I think some regular basalt could be kind of cool. So that's even a little bit darker on the other stuff we have. Maybe we can actually add a little bit right around in here too. Because it's just that much darker, right? It'll just give more texture to it, and that should make the build pop even more than what it was doing beforehand. It looks good, but how do we make it look better? That's the question today. We'll see what we can do here. We will see what we can do. I wish we had like basalt walls. Basalt walls I feel like would make sense. I don't know. I just want more basalt blocks. That's all. Oh, and then inside of here we can do the little stripped guide. Get some little color highlights on this one. I really like the shape that we had with this whole build, that we have with this whole build. I think we just needed more character to it. Just needed a little bit more pizzazz that wasn't possible beforehand. But now, with these fancy new things, it's possible. Woo! Like, that's pretty sweet looking. I like that a lot. As I'm falling off of things. Yeah. A little something like that. I don't want to mess with too much of like this inner area. We have the dead coral and everything. So like that right in there is going to stay. But I think we do that same strip up there. We change all that up to the warp stairs. That could be pretty cool. Please give fWhip more basalt blocks. Thank you, Mojang. Please. We love you. Thank you for everything we do. Just a few more basalt blocks will be very nice. Thank you very much. Bye. Love the warp wood. It pops out. Yeah, honestly, I didn't even thought about trying this until now. Maybe Soulfire lanterns are right. Maybe you all here in the comment sections are right. All right? I'll admit it. It's a good idea. And we need to go get some soul sand. Hey, bye, Sizzy. Thanks for hanging out today, dude. You have a good one, all right? Really doesn't need to change the dead coral as long as outline more contrast to the mountain? Yeah, that's the plan. The inner portion can still be the gray and everything like that, too. Alright, let's do right up in here. We need to get a little bit more of the warp planks. And now we should be able to go back down. We're also going to have to do these little sticky outy bits right over here that we have. Those little legs that are on the sides. And then after that, this should be pretty dang good. I remember when I first did this build, struggling with it so much because I was like, I don't want to use any wooden things. Because I just don't, I want it to really like just feel like it's been here forever and wood would have aged out and disappeared by now. Like it just wouldn't make sense. And now I'm just kind of like, I've realized my building style has changed from like looking for like the perfect block to being looking for the perfect color. Like what I care about more inside of Minecraft building nowadays is does the color work for what I want it to, which I think is kind of a cool way to go with it. I think it's a good, I'm happy that I've been able to kind of grow and change into this because that's something that I've always like struggled with a lot. And now we good. Actually, let's go ahead and leave this as it was. Let's leave that as it was right there. So it's kind of more subtle. It might make it look a little bit less pronounced, but I think that's okay. I think it'll be fine once everything else is kind of in here. Loving the warp wood. Warp wood to me it's a texture I think needs to be cleaned up. Like I feel like the lines need to be a little bit smoother, but it's not a bad one. Also, do we change? I don't know. What do you all think? What do y'all think with this? Do we keep it as is? Like to see what granite could do with this build. Granite and warped wood. Interesting. We could make this out of granite. This thing right here could be made out of granite, or leave it gray. Maybe a darker stone. Get some black stone. Everybody wants the black stone. Maybe change it. to basalt. Basalt would work, but it's a stair, slab, and then walls. Try granite. Let's head over here and see what this place looks like first. Bread Cats, thanks so much for the Prime sub, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, the gray does blend in with the mountain a lot. Now, oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, that looks a million times better. Wow, I'm really happy with that. That's looking really good. That's just a few little simple changes on it too. We haven't changed the shape at all. All we've done is change the color. Yeah, you can't even see the top structure thing. Yeah, all right. We'll do this. I will do this poll for you all, okay? It's not going to be determining the final result here. You get 1 minute to make your vote. Okay? You get 1 minute to put something in there. Send your votes. Let me know what y'all think. While that vote's going, I will come down here and work on these. Polished black. Yeah, if we do blackstone, it would probably be polished blackstone. Which it looks like blackstone is winning right now, so. My granite people, you gotta chime in here. Got a few seconds left if you want to see the granite. Well, looks like blackstone it is. Okay, after we finish this, we'll go get some blackstone and see how it turns out. Hopefully Twitch didn't lie to me today. I'm really liking basalt though. Like funny enough, this is my first time ever really using basalt outside of the castle. Like in the Asian castle that we did, that was like my first time I'd ever really tried basalt at all. And now this is really the first time I've ever tried it. Like in like a different context than just building a little wall out of it. I like it though. I really like it. Okay, we got to get above there, then we got to go find some blackstone, which probably will have some in papyrus. All of it that I had in the port city, I know I used, so it's not going to be helpful in there. I'm gonna have to retake the screenshot that I took for today's stream and see like how different this is. I think that might be how my end of stream tweet is. We're gonna see the differences between this one and what we had beforehand. But now it's time to go get some blackstone. I need some more rockets on me too, though. I'm already almost out. I've already almost went through another 3 stacks of rockets. I just need a good shulker box of rockets. What was the poll for? We're gonna rework that little top guy, that little deer antler structure thing that's up there. We're gonna rework that. Why am I going this way? It's not gonna be in there. What do you use for builder inspiration? A lot of game concept art. Like for like the X-Life build that I've been doing recently, is a lot of like Assassin's Creed Odyssey concept art. It's been a big one. All right, let's land. Blackstone. That's obsidian. That's blackstone. Oh no! Why? We need soul sand too. Why don't I have any blackstone? I know I've mined a bunch. Did I just throw it all away? I've mined so much. All right, well, to the nether we go. F in the chats. Blackstone's a pain to get too. It's such a long one to mine. You need a beacon. There's no way to farm blackstone, is there? Wait. Do piglins? Okay, bartering can get you blackstone, right? Oh, I know where we have a bunch of it then. Oh, 116.2 bartering? Oh no, I'm still in 116.1. Am I? Yeah, I'm in 116.1. Bummer. Nobody does beforehand? There's no way beforehand to get it? Is that only blocks? I'm gonna go check. That's my new staircase to get down here. We'll find a way back up. Yeah, we're in the Asian area right now. What do you boys got from me? Anything, please? Not really. Nope. Yeah, they definitely don't. There's a lot of junk out here, though. That's pretty sweet. There's a lot of junk out here. I didn't bring miner chest. These guys have been working overtime. Do I even have any gold left in this system? I don't know if I do. Yeah, there's still some gold in here. Is this how I... I don't know how to get it to reboot. To be honest, I don't really know how to make that thing work. Everyone's favorite Asian. I know, I need to give it a name. I know. Don't you like my arrow to tell me how to get home? That way. Okay, so that was our staircase to get down here. Let's make a one to get back up here. Blackstone. Hi, Blackstone. We need you. Oh, right at the portal. Look how perfectly timed that was. The precision. It's perfect. Salvadoran guy. Thank you so very much for the 200 bits, dude. I really appreciate that. Panda Valley. The Valley of Pandas. Oh, I need Blackstone. We're gonna go mess around with building it with it a little bit. Do I have a shulker? I do have a shulker. Let's take a bunch of goodies back with us. We got our soul sand. We got our basalt. Goodies. Get rid of this netherrack. Get out of here. We might need some more Blackstone. I don't really have too much. That's a bummer. Yep, that's a big bummer. We have 3 gilded Blackstone. Not gonna use that. We'll use that. Ooh, chiseled Blackstone. Chiseled. We got a lot of this warp stuff over here that would be nice to bring with us. I really need to get some farms set up for like harvesting those. Can't you do it with like a TNT, like tree farm? Isn't that a way that you can do all that? I feel like I need to get around to doing that. That's a lot of dried kelp. Oh, there's soulfire torches, or soul torches. Perfect. Can we make some lanterns while we're here? Haha, there we go. Let's go back. Wait, we can sleep. The most up-to-date version for the resource pack is only available to subs right now. But if you do texture pack, you can get a semi-up-to-date one. Does not 100% work. Or it's not 100% up-to-date, though. Isn't the lodestone area and everything going to be exploded as well? No, that little shrine area that we did is slightly outside the radius, so that'll actually be okay. It's literally just outside. So we'll open like a chasm to like kind of be able to see it and get to it, but it's not going to be exploded. So if you think like right here, this is pretty much as far this way as we're going to go. And like this thing, we're just going to go straight down here. This way. And then farther out. So it's actually like this is directly out of the area. So it won't be exploded. And if it is, and I miscalculated, it's fine. We'll just rebuild this stuff. But what I did want to do while we're here, because why not? Let's get some soul sand. Not that I really need much more, but you know, it'd be nice. Ooh, there's so many iron nuggets. I didn't know this produced iron. What? Crying obsidian, don't really care. And let's fill up with gravel outside of that, for sure. I always need more gravel. There we go. That's all I wanted. Make some buildings in the style of transition for a transition into mushroom forest. That could be kind of cool. I want to make like a, I was talking about it earlier. One of the things that I want to add into the area is going to be like a nether bee farm, because bees are so much better in the nether because there's no day-night cycle, so they're always working. So part of me really wants to come out here and get like a nether powered bee farm area. Sorry, excuse me. I had a sneasel. Woo! I'm awake now. You can do exclamation point texture pack in chat, and it'll give you a link to the CurseForge page for it as well to download it. I love how close the nether hub is. No, 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 no. Please, 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 please. Oh, it went through it. Oh, it. Can we make it through the portal? Can we make it through the portal? Or we have to aerial combat. Sucker. Texture pack. P-A-C-K at the end. Maybe we'll need to like redesign this little room here too eventually, because this guy kind of blends in very well too, but also I really don't like that statue. It's not my favorite piece of work. Oh, this looks so much better. Holy cow. You all were right, okay? You all were very right. This area is a million times more improved now. Thank you. Thank you, Twitch chat. I appreciate you. Let's do this. Get these guys. Do I have a grindstone? I have a stone cutter, which is what I actually wanted, that I always call a grindstone. How many do we need per side? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we need like, let's get 16. Okay, that should be good. Looks so much better. I know. I'm so glad we did this. I am very, very happy that we did this. I kind of wish I took a better before screenshot though, so we could actually like tell what we did. Like a shaderless before screenshot. Okay, remember, if it looks bad, it's all because you all suggested it. If it looks good, it's because I did it, right? That's where we're going with this one, okay? Kidding. Kidding. And then let's do, we need that little snow layer guy up here. I wish you could hang them from the bottom of stairs. That would be awesome. Bottom of that? No. Bummer. See, I don't want to replace these these campfires that we have. I kind of like those being little, like, extinguished bits, you know? Unir. Well, what do we got? Is this lore friendly? Yeah, it's close enough. Oh my gosh, that stands out so much. I don't know. Oh, that stands out so much. Oh, what do we think? New granite was a better choice. I don't know if granite's gonna be better though. Looks awesome. I mean, let's go down here. It's beautiful. Everybody's like, we were wrong, stands out too much. Then it's beautiful, it's the best ever. Like down here. I guess it kind of draws your eye. I don't know. Honestly, we could just do it out of warped wood. It could just be warped wood. I think just warped wood and then like leave the cobblestone walls in might be better. Make it gray just a little bit, like put cobble or andesite walls. Yeah. Liked how it was. Yeah, I don't know if I like this too much, folks. I think it stands out a little too much. That's why I'm always so hesitant on Blackstone. Blackstone just stands out so much. Everything else that we've done up here I love, but I don't think I'm getting behind the Blackstone right now. Doesn't fit with the mountains exactly. Well, technically, if the mountains were to like have the texture variation as they're supposed to, which means we can come change it later. Like this is supposed to be like continued throughout a lot of it, which is like gray and like a darker gray, which that would work better, but it just isn't up here quite yet. Blackstone bits to the bottom. I don't know. Tone down the blackness of Blackstone your texture pack. I don't want to change Blackstone yet until I'm fully certain that I want to. If that makes sense. Like right now, Blackstone I'm still getting used to. Like I'm not casting it out completely quite yet. I still want to attempt to make it work. I know I give it a lot of crap, but I think it's still something that's more usable. I don't think it's just like a totally busted texture. I think there's a lot of hope for it to make it work. I just haven't found out the ways to make it work yet. Without just blacking out a build. Dark Oak. I think Dark Oak's still going to give that same result. I think it's still going to be... Wait, why am I getting rid of those? I think Dark Oak is still going to have that same... just darkness to it that Blackstone has. I think I did try that before when I originally built this thing, because there's the few little bits of Dark Oak like there. Like those stand out a lot, and they're only even fences. I feel like this will be better though. I don't know. Yeah, kind of, maybe, I don't know, maybe, kind of a little bit, maybe it looks so. Maybe. Yeah, it's called the Gaia Dimension. That literally is the name of the mod. Ooh, wait, are there prismarine walls? Does prismarine have walls, like prismarine brick? Or dark prismarine? Dark prismarine up there could be a really cool little bit of detail to it. No? No, I don't think so. Aw, man. Wall. What walls do we have? Mossy cobblestone could work. Oh, sorry about hitting the mic. We could do mossy cobblestone. That'd be like a more of a green instead of a gray. Do we try mossy cobblestone? Why not? Let's go see if we can find some. If I have mossy cobblestone that I haven't placed on the ground, I'm just gonna preemptively say that we don't have any. And I'm gonna see if I have my shears in here. Did I lose my god shears? Did I put those away somewhere? If you have... Can a silk touch hoe gather vines? Is that a thing? Is it? Yay, nay? I don't know if it does it. Nope. No. No. Nobody knows. Let's go find out. No. Shears. Why are shears the only way to get vines? Vines are such a cool block and shears take forever to break them. Sad day, friends. Sad day, we fly back to Papyrus. Why do you have a silk touch hoe? That's my question. Because it's great for gathering leaves now. In 1.16, you can use a hoe to super speed gather leaves. Yeah, okay, it doesn't work. Y'all were right. Okay. Let's go get some shears. Use silk axe. That one doesn't work. Unfortunately, we can just make some shears here real fast. Do I have one inside this chest? I have 3 flint and steel, but no shears. Let's bring some chains. My inventory is just gonna be full of so much junk after this. Please don't advertise in this chat. Read the rules if you want to be in the chat, Mr. Twitch lover. No advertisements is one of the top 3, I believe. Oh wait, we need that's not enough. We need the vines. This is gonna be the longest I've ever spent trying to retrofit a build. Try the axe. Nope. And it has silk touch. So we sit here doing this. I need a better vine farm. I seriously need... And I lost one. I seriously need a much better vine farm. I don't even know what like a good way to farm vines would be. First rule of Twitch chat, don't talk about Twitch chat. No. First rule of Twitch chat is don't go into another streamer's chat and advertise to come watch yours or somebody else's stream. It's just rude. I know most people are just like, maybe some people will come stop by, but in reality you're saying, stop watching this person and come watch me or my friend instead, and that's just rude. Okay. Why can I not craft these? Is it not a 1-to-1? Is it? Oh, I changed the texture. I changed it. I forgot that I changed it. Where is a crafting table? I changed it to actually be something useful now. It's 1 vine for 8 cobblestone. You can semi-auto farm vines, so you can't auto farm them. The rule's not on there. Is it not on there? I thought I had it on there. I don't know. Well, regardless, don't advertise on Twitch. That's kind of general stuff about Twitch, is don't advertise in other people's chat rooms. Also, it's my chat. I can ban you if I want to. Yay! Best part about Twitch, it's my chat. I don't know how to set rules. Community. I don't know. Okay, well, now time to make our inventory even more of a mess, so let's head all the way up here. We need one more rock to make it up. Hi Morgan, hi Brooke, how you doing? This mess of inventory. What was I thinking? So we need, like, what was it, 17? We'll see how this works. I don't know why green's like the color we're going for, but I feel like green's just gonna help work with the warped wood. I don't know, man. Let's hope it works. Right? Yeah, sure. So much flying. We just repaired this elytra. It's already almost half. It's almost like a third gone. It's a little bright, but it's more in the area ballpark of like the bam factor that I was trying to avoid. What do we think? Can't really see what it is. That's, yeah, I guess for you all, it's kind of a little bit harder to see. Let me fix this FOV and we can fly over to the other side. I like that viewing from all the way down there in the grass. I feel like that worked out really well. Use warp fences. Warp fences could work. Please don't spam my channel link. That's not, please, no. It's still kind of hard to see. It's kind of like a weird, like, vibrant green on top of the everything else we have going on. I don't know. I don't know. If only there was warped walls, like stripped. This is what I'm saying. Stripped log walls. Strip or log walls. Logs need to come in walls. And that would solve so many build problems. I'm telling you, if you could have like a spruce log wall or like a birch log wall, or in this case a warped log wall, it would be awesome. But no, we can't have nice things. Let's try fences. Oh, that's a lot of fences. Definitely more than we need, but let's do it. It's pretty bright. Yeah, it's a little too flashy. I'm worried this will be too thin. That's kind of my worry for it. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm feeling like it's gonna be fWhip heckling Mojang. No, they do a great job. I'm giving constructive feedback. All right, there we go. It's much thinner now. It's definitely thinner. But now we can actually see it. It does stand out along the wall a little bit more. Looks good. Oh, I just arrived. Hello, how are you? Honestly, the best one yet. Yeah, I'm agreeing with y'all. I'm agreeing with y'all. I will say though, there are a few things I'm thinking about changing. Yes, I know what's gonna happen here. A lot of people are gonna be like, "fWhip, we told you so." All right, and I just let's just say that I listened to y'all along, and let's try this. Okay, we're just gonna try it in a few little spots here, like that. We don't need to go there, Steeler. We don't need to go there. Expect nothing less from a Steelers fan, though. But it's fine. Look at that. I'm a professional. Oh, I nailed it. As I missed that jump. I can't do that. That's not possible. That is not possible. Over here. Yep. Now we need to figure out what to do with the chains in these lanterns. There. Okay, I like that. That works pretty well. I missed a few. I did miss a few. Missed those guys, but I think that works really well. What is this, by the way? We're just working on an old build that I did a long time ago. Trying to update it with some newer than nether blocks. It's supposed to be like a mountain shrine of sorts, I guess you could say. Let's go sleep real fast before I get blown up by a creeper up here and we lose it all. Lanterns from the antlers. I don't know about that. I feel like I don't want to put them up that high. I'm more thinking like just like a simple like that. It's just gonna give a slight bit of a glow right around the door. So it's gonna give just the door frame, just the door in here is gonna have more of a glow. And I think that is really what we want. Also, yeah. More inventory space. Yeah. Yeah. We got a stack of vines, which is nice. And yeah, don't care. Is there a video tomorrow? If you are, could you tell us who else besides Quig joined X-Life? There are 3 other people besides Quig who joined X-Life. And I'm not going to spoil it. Dang, I'm so glad. Cow Lord, I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. All right, let's get some of these. Is that all I need to make a few more. I need to make a few more little guys right there. Oh, and this needs to change. You need to change. Do I have? I do. No, not you. I need you. Bam and bam. And we can do a little, where is it? Yeah. Right over there. Perfect. What I want to do up here is we have this nice little bit of a trim right along this guy. And then I think just this line back here is going to help outline the rest of the structure. I don't know where this last one came from. Apparently I'm duplicating snow, but we can put it there. We need to get more rockets before we fly off, because then we can never make it back up here, and then all of our stuff is up here, and then it's awkward.
Got robbed.
A R8 Eder, thank you so very much for the 2-month resub, dude. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No robberies here. Nope, down. Okay. All right. Nope, nope, no, 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 no. We're not looking from up here. We're looking from our forest. All right. What are your plans for the whole mountain range? Probably more mountains. I don't know. We will see when we get to that stiff. That, oh my gosh, that looks so much better. Oh, that's looking really good. Oh, it looks so good. Take the high road and admit my defeat with my head held high. I will die on this hill. This is the ancient shrine thingy in the mountains. Blackstone was better. Reindeer, you can get out of here, man. The fence gate oak trees. They're aspen trees. You can tell them that's what they are because the way they are, or whatever. I don't know. There we go. That looks really good though. Next up is going to be cleaning up all the snow layers, like right in those sections, and get rid of those, because then it's going to make the snowy areas feel even more snowy. But that sounds like a project for another day. We did this though. Let's see. We're gonna do a little bit of a, we're gonna do a little spectatory thing here. Okay, folks. I do this all the time for screenshots and things, and mostly because I want to see the before and the after. So then we can go up here. I need to up the render distance a lot if Minecraft starts crying. Oh, I forgot to turn on the shaders. That's probably important step number 1. Can we see it up there? Yeah, we'll be able to see it. Okay, perfect. Ready for Minecraft to start crying and the Twitch stream to start lagging? Because I am. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and we need the time to pass a little bit. Gotta get the golden hour. Come on, load in, mountain. Load in. Gotta get that mountain loaded all the way in up here. And we're gonna go all the way back this way. And let the rest of it load in here as well. There we go. Look at that. I think that you can kind of tell it's up there. It definitely more so than it was beforehand. You can definitely tell it's up there. It looks like it's there. All right, what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna go time, add 3000, because otherwise we're gonna sit here forever. 2000. There we go. That's the aftershock. There we go. You can actually really tell it's up there. Now we can actually tell that there's something in the mountains. It's not really that clear. It makes you want to go and explore it and all that cool stuff. I'll post this one on Twitter after today's stream too here. So if you want to grab this and use it, you're more than welcome to. For a desktop background, that is. I think it's looking pretty good. I love this. The Nordic village that we have up here is so dang cool. Getting that golden hour, folks. The golden hours right before the sunset. Worth. We did that today, though. I think that's pretty cool. Now we go and look at... You want to see the big mess of stuff that we really did today? Ready for how dark it's going to be down here? Hi, moon. From like the middle of the screen, basically the middle of the screen, going to the left is everything that we mined today. That's a lot of dirt. You put it on Instagram? Yeah, I'll probably post it on Instagram tomorrow. Or something. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I recently did a shot up here on Instagram. So I don't like to double up. I don't like to double shots from the same area on Instagram. How long ago did I post that? Let me look. Oh no, it's been a while. Yeah, that can be tomorrow's Instagram post. There we go. We did it, everybody. Bring ourselves down to 23 chunks and call it good. Let's go find a place to sleep. Boop. All right, folks. I think on that note, and the fact that I really have to go pee, is we're gonna be ending the stream there. So thank you all so very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Reminder that Friday is going to be a big ol' subathon stream day, so we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff on Friday. We're gonna be starting really early, my time at least. So like the stream right now, it's almost 4:30 here, 4:30 p.m. and I think I'm starting at like 9 a.m. On Friday. I'm gonna start around 9 a.m. on Friday, and we'll just go as long as we go. So if you want to join in, that'd be awesome. If you guys can just lurk in and hang around in the background, that's cool too. But it's gonna be a big old subathon, so it'll be really fun. Also, for everybody who's in here that likes to support streamers and everything like that here and kind of going above and beyond and doing the subs and everything like that, September starts tomorrow, which is giving huge discounts to subs and everything like that across the platform. So basically, like, the amount of money you pay for a sub is highly discounted, and the streamer still gets the same amount of money. So Twitch is basically just doing a whole month to give back to streamers and everything like that. So if you've been considering it for anybody, myself or any other streamer that you support, September is a great way to help streamers out. A lot of people really rely on it throughout the year. So for me, streaming is kind of that extra thing. But if you have any small streamers that you kind of really love and watch and all that cool stuff, make sure you're kind of covering up with them and everything like that. So just want to throw that one out there as the announcement, but I'm sure I'll be talking about it on Wednesday. But folks, I'm just going to end off today's stream right here. I've got to get going. No raid today, but thank you all so very much for hanging. I really do appreciate it. Again, thanks for all the bits and everything like that today. All of these amazing people over here who are helping me do exactly what I'm doing along with y'all hanging in here. But folks, I'm out of this one. I'm gonna actually go for a run. I think I'm gonna go exercise and all that stuff, so I gotta go do all those things. But peace out, folks. Have a good one. Goodbye.